him. Moving towards you. Thank you. When you broke a heart, did you replace it? Looking back at my past, I'm regretting a lot of it. All in my head, I've been trying to get out of it. Losing myself just to find who I am. Taking a leap just to find where I stand. Getting impatient, like when will I make it? They tell me stop waiting, like go out and take it. No shit. Myself and the things that I've said, things I've let go, all the people I kept. Investing in love, can you tell I'm in debt? We fell so in love, like did you forget? Forget it, I'll pick up the mess and I'll leave it to rest. Close up the hole that you left in my chest. In love with a stranger, man, who would've guessed? Nice. I just killed him.
No, there's another one. In that building, 3rd floor on the roof.
Okay.
On the roof. Down, I think.
Hey, if no one's told you this today.
He's up there.
You worked it, perfect. See through the surface.
You get him? Nice. Alright. Moving on.
They gon' tell you this, and they gon' tell you that you need to be rich, and you need to be black. Better play a sport, and if you can't, you better rap. But baby, that's trash. Fuck
Get a level 3 bag.
What about the garbage man and niggas on the bus? They be fueling our society, but they ain't paid enough. Man, I'm fucking fed up with this shit, so I had to come and speak. Took a dark ass topic, put it on a happy beat. I know it's different, not the average way. You probably wanna listen. That's the reason why it's gonna make a difference. You worth it, worth it.
Ooh, vehicle.
So, yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, you worth it, worth it. So, yeah, yo, sometimes we don't need the school system to help us. We don't need to follow the rules like everyone else does. They box in the city.
Why would you
Right?
Take my hand, black, white, gay, bi, boy, girl, every man. Put the hatred to the side, yeah, it's time to take a stand. What you worth is what you give, not what you got in terms of bands. Look, we gon' say fuck them if they don't understand us. Let your middle finger linger as you holding your hands up. See, they hoping to brand us to keep us in their control. Follow your heart and do what's in your soul. Just know that you worth it. So worth that, so perfect. So worth that, so perfect. You worth it, so, yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, you worth it, worth it.
Run it again.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, you worth it, so, yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, you worth it, so, yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, and don't you ever. Hard to be scared of a little thunder.
Paradise? Ah, I see. I see. I like going for it. Quite a few. One with you, one laying on top of you. One down with you. It's gonna be in the same building if you go to the closest building. They're the one far away right here. I'm going to. Be careful, there's a squad right next to you.
Wash away all the shit that he done. He let it run deep in thought about when he was young. Got out and looked in the mirror back at the man he become. Then he opened his wife on the bed, on the verge of tears.
I had two over here on me. Far side, far end by the crate, brown crate. Well, they're looking at you.
Yeah, they knew. Alright, where's your spot? Both coming around. Come through that door. Open that door. Don't, too late. I don't know. Do not know. Shoot him with the flare gun.
Can't kill him with it. I fucked that up.
That guy's retarded.
Oh my goodness! What did I just do?
Next time you call for help, I'm gonna know that you're not really in danger.
I was in danger.
You were behind the box. You were all right.
Yeah, I wasn't in danger.
I came around like Superman, and they were just like, yeah, no.
Dexter! What's up, buddy? I need you to come save me from these scrubs. Can you do that? Can you come save me from playing with scrubs?
Yeah.
Getting you mic yet?
That's why I haven't been playing, because I went on LFG once and I was like, they all suck.
I got one this morning. He wasn't bad. Wasn't great either. You know, he was definitely like to call out where he was towards me and shit, which was really nice. You know, I can't complain about that. Had to carry him for a 14 kill duo.
Hey, you buffed up your KD though.
Mine? Or do yours? Yeah. Well, it reset after. It reset at the end of the patch. Whatever, didn't it?
What? Oh.
Like, it hasn't reset for season 4 yet. I haven't played 75 matches.
Oh, it still hasn't reset?
Yeah, I know I haven't played 75 matches of duos. Or
28 matches? 85 matches? I don't think I played 28 matches of duos.
Yeah, it says I played 75 matches of squad. 51 matches of duos.
I got 25 on squads. I got 1 match in solo.
This just came out yesterday. I didn't play 100 and some games yesterday. Your night before she even has a chance to react. He'll be fine. It isn't like this is the first time. Shit, everybody needs an occasion to unwind. We definitely don't have that guy, Dexter. I agree. Who is that guy? It's like a whole dragon. Like it in? What I hear? Do I hear a mic?
Oh yeah, I got my new headset. Like, why is that such a scam? Like, they're like, oh, new generation. Same headset. Why? Your soundproof mic doesn't work anymore because we're gonna make it just a tiny bit too small. I got the new fucking Astro Gen 4 headset and my fucking soundproof headphones don't work in it because it's too small, like barely by like half a millimeter. No, you know what? Have you ever fucked around with Astros? Yeah, I'm talking like little removable ear cups that you can like put like the leather ones that are noise canceling on. They don't fit in the new headset from the last generation. because they fucking changed the size. Like, they barely, like, the smallest change they can possibly fucking make, they make, just so it won't fit, so you have to buy another set.
And they can't make them universal.
No, they did it on purpose, so you buy more.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean, so
all
they don't
make
make them.
money.
All about the money.
Yeah, shit.
All about the Benji.
This new headset is super fucking resistant to background noise. I can play my phone at full volume and my headset won't pick it up, but I can like whisper in my. That's because I was being excessively quiet. Wow. Hey, you want this M60?
Hell no.
The 5.5. Oh wow, a sight. Oh.
There's a big fly.
I just need a fucking one
Right
flight.
here. There's at the hollow, too. There's at the hollow.
Let's go. They got level 1 gear. Ready. I would not jump. Oh, I see him. I see him. They're in the garage. Fuck, I'm retarded.
Right here.
I don't know where he ran. I think. Oh, come on. Oh, you didn't tell me you knocked one down. I would've ran way harder.
I think he ran in there hard enough. He died. But at least I was the first one to go down this time. I haven't went down first in fucking ages. I woke up.
No, I got really hesitant because I didn't know if the guy got down, so I thought I was gonna get fucking gangbanged.
What a wonderful poop. Hit the A button, Mike. You can do it. You can do it, man.
Hold on.
You are not having a zebra cupcake before you have breakfast, my guy. No. 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 I don't know what you think you are, but you are not having a zebra cupcake for breakfast. You have Pop-Tart? Yes. Yes. You like how this game is now? Yes. Yes. You're not having a zebra cupcake, though, for real. No, like, for real, you're not. Why do they have this, like, World War II setting right here? Look at that.
What? That was like the whole point about like the little Miramar or the little the little trailer. They were like, oh, there's war, and now the guy that was left was like, I'm gonna make a battle royale.
I'm gonna make the Hunger Games. No, I didn't know they put out the story. Okay. I'm sure you're just hiding and playing. Surprised you didn't buy the rabbit jumpsuit. Hey, you guy. You guy. Where are we going? Why can't I just stop her headset?
I mean, we can go ruins too.
I really got it.
The A40 stuff though we did, right? So, the mean and periodic. Did the A40 still have Toby Digital?
So you got the new A40 CR headset with mixed in?
No, I have the new A50s with the itty bitty headphone stand. It's way fucking smaller now that actually will dock properly to the headset to charge it. I'm gonna come over here with you because there's lots of meanie people. Oh, fuck me.
I was accident, right? Oh, I messed someone.
Where the hell did you jump down on
He's
someone
in the
at?
room right below you right now.
Are you not gonna fucking shoot? Are you kidding me?
Your gun didn't reload all the
No, I
way.
fucking pulled the trigger. No, it didn't load all the way. It didn't fucking shoot. What? I'm sitting here holding the fucking trigger. It nothing's happening. You know what happened? The gun reloaded. My fucking guy didn't release the fucking bolt. Like, you know how like how they like to be accurate, so the gun will go through like the whole system after you like run out of ammo and you reload. How like he'll chamber around.
Yeah, dude, I've had the same complaint about you. Don't worry about
He
it.
didn't chamber the fucking round, so the gun couldn't shoot.
What?
So when I pulled the trigger the first time, all that happened was the gun chambered the round, but I didn't pull the trigger again, so it couldn't fire the fucking bullet.
Yep, that was my problem. I hate that when that happens. I didn't think you even ran out of ammo, so I didn't think you needed a chamber.
I didn't think I ran out of ammo either. I don't know what the fuck happened, to be honest. All I know is that my gun acted like it didn't chamber the round or something fucking retarded. And God damn it.
Because you ripped it off, fool.
Look, just cut the bad fruit off of the tree. Make the sacrifice. Girls, stop acting like you want to.
So you bought the all black one?
Romeo, bitch, that's a fucking lie. You always talk about how every man's faking. You can't take it and you want something real.
That's the headset you bought?
Twice a week you put on your makeup and damn bracelets and head to the club half naked with your ass shaking. Pulling the
$40
nigga who
fucking
plenty
mod
cash
kit.
make it till you let him hit and find out he work at the gas station. One of them niggas got you pregnant and you can't raise it, but you caused it. Your actions made a fat statement. You want Romeo to act patient and stop fronting like he in the club posted in the back waiting. It's the club when guys put on a new persona after they get loaded with a few Coronas. They always shouting and wild out with habits that very few condone them. Then they look for beautiful brainless bitches like you to bone them. Then when they leave you, you cry and cry, talking about, oh my god, I can't find a guy. I've spent so many years and I've tried and tried. Why am I even on earth? I should die. You want Romeo, you're not worthy. You're cock thirsty. You're nasty and probably got herpes. Sometimes the secret to find is to stop searching. Try a new formula cause your last one's not working. But
Football today? I would really appreciate it if it was. Oh, it's fucking Wednesday. What the fuck am I supposed
God. It's so empty.
One could argue Jim Harbaugh is facing more pressure than he ever has since he has arrived at Michigan. He's got to do something this year. Beat Ohio State 1, probably win the Big Ten. You got to pull off those two things before we start having some serious questions about Jim Harbaugh. What's your mentality about all of that?
Well, I agree, Stephen A. I mean, it's all about beating Ohio State. I mean, you cannot survive 5 years into your tenure at the University of Michigan and not having beaten your biggest rival. And, I mean, this isn't just a kid's rival. I mean, this is one of the great rivalries in college football. You could argue that it's right there at the very top with Alabama and Auburn. So I think that's essential. I don't think Jim Harbaugh gets in trouble by not getting to the college football playoff if he wins the Big Ten. I think it would be important to eventually get there. But beating Ohio State, I believe, is more important right now. I think he's going to do it. I think the setup is perfect for the University of Michigan. Stephen A., I think Harbaugh's a pretty good coach. I know everyone wants to paint me in the corner, but I've just been spitting the truth about him. He has underperformed in spite of a 10-3 record. If he wins that game last year, he plays for the Big Ten championship against Northwestern, and he goes to the playoff. And he didn't just lose. He got destroyed. That's the problem up there.
One could argue Jim Harbaugh is facing more pressure than he ever has since he has arrived at Michigan. He's got to do something this year. Beat Ohio State 1, probably win the Big Ten. You got to pull off those two things before we start having some serious questions about Jim Harbaugh. What's your mentality about all of that?
Well, I agree, Stephen A. I mean, it's all about beating Ohio State. I mean, you cannot survive 5 years into your tenure at the University of Michigan and not having beaten your biggest rival. And, I mean, this isn't just a kid's rival. I mean, this is one of the great rivalries in college football. You could argue that it's right there at the very top with Alabama and Auburn. So I think that's essential. I don't think Jim Harbaugh gets in trouble by not getting to the college football playoff if he wins the Big Ten. I think it would be important to eventually get there. But beating Ohio State, I believe, is more important right now. I think he's going to do it. I think the setup is perfect for the University of Michigan. Stephen A., I think Harbaugh's a pretty good coach. I know everyone wants to paint me in the corner, but I've just been spitting the truth about him. He has underperformed in spite of a 10-3 record. If he wins that game last year, he plays for the Big Ten championship against Northwestern, and he goes to the playoff. And he didn't just lose. He got destroyed. That's the problem up there.
New season of Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
There's a storm coming.
Did you hear that? Someone's in the house.
All of our Dr. Pepper's gone.
Hey, you got the wrong fan!
Are you seeing another grill?
Just a snack.
That's it, Crow.
These turnovers are killing us!
Your husband's gone.
For the season? I'm transferring to Tech.
Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville. About time you showed up.
Coach Mullen just said, find a way to win. That's what your team was able to do. Describe how they're able to do it with such a dramatic back-and-forth game.
I'm going to tell you what, though. What a game. What atmosphere. College football's back. This is the best. Done it. Hell of a job by Miami. Manny, you can see what he's going to be as a head coach and how he's going to get his guys to play. I love our guys. You know, I mean, you had some veteran guys not flinch. We made a lot of mistakes, a lot of things we can coach off of and clean up, and we found a way to win, which was fantastic. I'm really proud of our guys.
It came down to 4th and 12, and your defense had to make the play. How big were they throughout this game?
Seemed like they had to do it a couple times. They did. You know, they kept battling, kept fighting. guys out here, that's who you work for. Coach Savage, our off-season conditioning program, strength and conditioning, gets them going for us for these type of situations. We found a way to finish the game, found a way to win. Man, this is awesome. What a great atmosphere. College football's back. I love it.
Your quarterback, Felipe Franks, is coming up here now in adversity, battling through it throughout a game. How would you describe his play in this first game?
I think he made a lot of good plays. I think he'll know some things he can do a lot better. We can clean up, and I think he knows the faith we have in him. I mean, even at the end of the game, we're going to put the ball in his hands, let him try to go win the game for us. We did, and that doesn't always work out the right way. It wasn't exactly how we drew it up. But you know what? He knows that we got a lot of faith in him, and we're gonna stick with him. We're gonna keep letting him get the ball to try to go win games for us.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach. We spent a little time with Felipe now. Well, Coach says you most certainly have his trust. How would you just describe this game and how your team was able to be resilient and walk away with the win?
Just persistence and perseverance. We weren't always consistent at times. We don't like we got 4-minute offense, and I throw a pick right there. Trying to throw it away. Things don't always go as planned, but like we said, we got the defense's back. Defense has our back. They come in big time crunch plays, and came out with a victory. I think that's what the team's all about.
And you had to rely on that defense, and we were all talking about a brand new offensive line with 4 new starters. How would you describe the way this offense gelled together down the stretch?
You know what? Those guys don't get enough praise at all. Those guys they're bashed by everybody. Talking about young. Not experienced, this, that, the other. Them guys work their tails off every single day to protect me. And, all the credit should go to those guys. Those guys work their tails off. Great group of guys. Coach Evsey does a great job with those guys. And, they don't get enough credit. They kept me up tonight when I needed to most, and picked up pressures that were exotic and stuff. And those guys are special, man. Always willing to learn, getting yelled at, always willing to learn, and carrying the offense. We went as far as they went. That's what I told them at the beginning of the game. So.
All right, we saw you walking back and forth to the fans behind you, maybe a little chatter with Miami fans, maybe a little love to your Gator fans. What were you trying to accomplish behind your bench today?
I don't even know. I was just in my zone. I just love to win. Winning is my ultimate goal in life, not even just football. So, coming out here with a win tonight, just all the adrenaline and the hype around the game, it's just fun to, just come out here and get a win. Our team deserves it. They've worked hard this whole week, all off season, and they definitely deserve it. So. All
right, so far you're winning the state in game 1.
Yeah, we are. It feels good. It feels good for sure.
All right, thanks for your time, Felipe.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Don't even have the vector.
Introducing a razor that works differently. The Gillette Skin Guard, designed with a guard between the blades that helps protect skin. It guards against razor burn on the neck and irritation on the face. Get the shave you've been waiting for. Gillette Skin Guard.
Desmond's already thrown down the gauntlet. He said that, it's not going to be Alabama and Clemson. One of them probably wouldn't make the playoffs. So it begs the question, if that were to happen, even if you don't believe it, who would it be that would knock them out? Who can beat Alabama and Clemson?
I think it's a team we've seen the last couple of years. It's Georgia. Now you got Kirby Smart, who's stacked recruiting classes on top of recruiting classes. I think that their defense is going to be as good as you've seen their defense in the last couple of years because they got a legitimate pass rush. And they're not scared. I mean, you got to, again, okay, if you go against Tua and Trevor, you're going to have a quarterback. Jake Fromm's been there, done that. You're going to have skill. They got running backs. They got the best offensive line in the country. I think Georgia's scared of them. I think Georgia's the next team on the cusp ready to make that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I also think, watch out for Texas A&M. Jimbo Fisher is putting together a very, very strong program down there. Kellen Mond comes back at the quarterback position. They have to travel to Texas A&M. That's going to be a very interesting game when Alabama plays Texas A&M, but Georgia too, because I like Georgia. So an SEC championship game, they might knock Alabama off.
I'm taking my notes here in these first Alabama, according to Des, will not be making it. I'm high on Texas A&M. I think.
Are you really? Okay.
No, I am. But
I'm really high.
You're right.
Their schedule's
very
brutal.
High. Schedule's brutal. On the road, there's no way they're going to survive the
Let me hit you one thing.
I was just going to say one team in the same state. I think Texas, because of the leadership at quarterback, could be a team. If you're just looking for a team besides Georgia, besides Alabama, besides Clemson, Texas could be a team that can sneak around. If they get by OU, look out for Texas.
They get tested early too against LSU.
friend. Seatbelts back on, yeah, strap them in. Look at me, everybody, I'm smiling big. On a road right now that I can't predict. Y'all know that sound, better raise your fist. The search begins, I'm back, so enjoy the trip.
These parts.
Yeah, I know, baby, I got what you need. You just gotta figure out what you
Hey, my name is George, and I love the Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets. It's like me grilling at home. It tastes very similar to that, except the seasoning. I probably can't season it as well as Chick-fil-A does. The chicken's super tender, and honestly, the best nuggets I've ever tasted.
Is Trevor Lawrence the greatest college football quarterback ever?
Wow, Urban Meyer's saying something that's not true. That's absolutely preposterous, Greeny. There's no way you can make that statement after 1 year. We've had a million quarterbacks who have had a singular year. I think Trevor Lawrence could be trending that way, but for Urban Meyer to go ahead and declare him the greatest of all time after one season, which he didn't even start until the 5th game, is ridiculous.
How good, but that's before we ask you each to tell us what you think of the kid. How good do you think he can be?
Listen, the proper thing to say is he could be one of the greatest ever, if not the greatest, but not yet.
What do you guys think?
I think he had the greatest freshman season of any quarterback. If you look what he did coming in and unseating Alabama, he played absolutely terrific. We want to jump so quickly to say the guy's the greatest after 1 year. He's trending in that direction. But I played against Vince Young in 2005. Somehow he didn't win the Heisman Trophy, but he carried that Texas team and beat one of the great USC teams of all time. So there's a lot of guys who've had great singular seasons at the quarterback position.
Wish you had a battery that lasted longer than lunch?
Yeah.
Order up. It's switching time. There, that's better. Switched up to 12 hours of battery life. Switch to Chromebook.
Alabama and Notre Dame on New Year's Eve 1973 for the national championship. I mean, this game is huge. These two giant brands playing for the first time. It was a back and forth game. Late in the game, fourth quarter, Tom Clements drops into the end zone, throws over the outstretched arms of the Alabama defensive end, and as soon as the ball's caught and the receiver falls out of bounds, you know the game's over. In that point in my life, I think I'd seen Alabama lose, 2 times. But as soon as the clock hit 0 in Old Tulane Stadium, I asked to go take a bath. My dad didn't allow crying over sports. I needed a bath for one reason, so I could go in the tub and cry. And I remember sitting in that tub, crying my eyes out, but trying to cry quietly so that my dad and mom wouldn't hear me and come in and get on to me. I think it shows from a really early age what this sport meant to me.
Inside the house before.
I got no heels.
Oh, I got you. No, I don't have
1999 game between Texas and Texas A&M. The backdrop was how 12 Aggie students had died. They would construct these huge stacks of bonfire logs, and the stack collapsed.
Tonight, they are still picking an enormous pile of logs apart in the hope that maybe a student under there is still alive.
And to be at Kyle Field among those 80,000 people was almost a spiritual experience. I remember everything about that day, from the doves that were released pre-game in honor of the students to the maroon and white balloons.
We thank you for the love and support that has been given to the Aggie family.
The Texas band played the intermezzo from Carmen at halftime. Everything about that day resonated with me. It was so much more than football, and it drove home to me what a bonding experience the game of college football is for so many people.
The one that you left on the hill. Not that far, it's literally right up here.
Did you forget to pay for virus protection for like the 30th week in a row? It's switching time. Now that's how you make an entrance. Switch to built-in virus protection. Switch to Chromebook.
My parents are from back east, where it's not as big a deal to be into college football, and my dad was never all that big into sports, at least not into football. But when I was 6 months old, they moved to Nebraska. And when you grow up in Nebraska,
Grenades in
That's like a religion. I'll never forget the one and only time that I ever had my mouth washed out with soap. I was 7, 8 years old, and a Nebraska I-back by the name of I Am Hip. It was just the coolest thing. I mean, for somebody in the 70s to have their name be I Am Hip.
On Nebraska's very first play, I Am Hip fumbles the handoff. There's a mad scramble.
I remember the taste, and I remember the feeling in my ear, because when he fumbled, I said, "Shh," and I get this to the bathroom and mouthful of dial.
One by one, we find each other. We find ourselves. It's more than just about winning. What really drives us is the hunger to outdo ourselves, to never stop improving at the things we love. You see, we've all got something inside of us. Some just dare to awaken it.
Oh, it's just a dominant victory here for the Houston Outlaws.
After the unexpected loss to Ole Miss, I wanted to say I'm sorry, because I feel like it's important when you feel like you do something wrong to say you're sorry. And I didn't lead the way I was supposed to. I didn't play the way I was supposed to.
Extremely sorry. You know, we were hoping for an undefeated season. That was my goal. Something Florida's never done here. But I promise you one thing, a lot of good will come out of this. You have never seen any player in the entire country play as hard as I will play the rest of the season, and you never see someone push the rest of the team.
I wanted to promise something that I believed I could deliver. I didn't say we were going to win the rest of our games or we were going to win a championship, but I did promise them that I was going to be a different player and we were going to be a different team. And together we rallied and we were able to make that happen. That season was just such a special season, and from that point on, we were a really good team that loved each other, that was special, that fought for each other, and that did something really, really incredible.
I gotta get used to being able to walk and heal.
And Doug.
And now, for their service to the community, we present Limu Imu and Doug with this key to the city.
It's an honor to tell you that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. And now, we need to get back to work. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Feature was the
I was not highly recruited. I was a 1AA Ivy League type kid that was very fortunate to get a Division I offer from Boston College. The only reason I was traveling week 4 was because I was a punt returner. At halftime, Barry Gallup came over and said, "Hey, be ready, you're the next man up." I go, "Whatever," and didn't even give it a second thought. Fourth quarter, we're down 38-0. And the coaches tell me to warm up. I still don't think they're going to put me in the game. I have never called a play in a huddle, never ran a play in practice. Sure enough, we go out on the field, and the coach is calling the play from the sideline, and I'm running on the field, and I'm just trying to remember the play call because I have no idea. I get in the huddle and call the play, and I'm asking people what route they're running because I don't know the plays. And I go 5 for my first 5, and we're in the end zone. I throw a touchdown pass against Penn State's defense, who was #1 in the country and hadn't been scored on yet.
Touchdown, Boston College.
So it began. I started 44 straight games.
fucking shove excuses. Your goddamn ass.
I have a bike right here. No way. How'd you get a motorcycle in the house?
Tell him we're flexible. Don't worry. My Dutch is okay. Just okay? Mm-hmm. Deze man is erg super. Tell him we need this merger. En hij heeft een knuffel nodig. It's happening.
Just okay is not okay, especially when it comes to your network. AT&T is America's best wireless network according to America's biggest tech. Now with 5G Evolution, the first step to 5G. More for your thing. That's all.
In 2007, Coach Rick told everyone that we should wear black shirts to just one game, so The fans came out, everyone was wearing black, and there was a rumor that the team might come out in black jerseys, which had never been done before in Sanford Stadium. They came out, they warmed up in red jerseys, so we were kind of let down a little bit, thinking, oh, it's not going to be that cool, we got to get pumped up for Auburn. They went back into the locker room and stormed back out in all black jerseys, silver breeches, first time ever. And they whooped up on Auburn, and that's when I knew for sure, like, I'm a fan of the Georgia Bulldogs for life. You're talking about 90,000 people deciding to all put on the same color just to support one head coach and one team. The following year, they wore the black jerseys against Florida and lost, and we've never seen the jerseys again, because the moment that the superstition doesn't ring true or there's a little bit of bad juju on it, you got to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's so fun. I was like fucking around with it and I hit it by accident. I'm like,
I was trying to figure out how to use the auto cell.
Silent as shit. I found out
It can seem unreachable at first. The bar too high, shoes too big. You'll take leaps of faith and fall on your face, but you'll get up. Hard work is 50 sprints before breakfast and another 50 for breakfast. You'll eat it, breathe it, sleep it. The Goodyear blimp doesn't show up for just anybody, so don't be just anybody. Be blimp-worthy. Goodyear, more driven.
We recruited Calvin Johnson, and he signed and came to his first fall practice, and the coaches were doing the depth chart for us, and they put Calvin Johnson as the first team, wide receiver. I said, wait a minute, man. There's no freshman going to walk in here without having practice and be the first teamer. That's not going to happen. It took to day 2. He scored so many touchdowns and so many big moments. I remember going to Clemson. We're down by 14 with 5 minutes to go, and we scored 3 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes of the ball game to win the game, and he caught the last 2 that were amazing plays.
Will they go for overtime or will they go twice for the win? There's for the win. Johnson got it. Touchdown.
I've been around so many great players. One person shouldn't be so blessed.
Should probably pop this adrenaline now and actually use something that's more useful. They kill the other guys?
No, I don't think so. That's why I'm worried about looting.
Push. One by one, we find each other. We find ourselves. It's more than just about winning. What really drives us is the hunger to outdo ourselves, to never stop improving at the things we love. You see, we've all got something inside of us. Some just dare to awaken it.
Oh, it's just a dominant victory here for the Houston Outlaws.
Alright, there was another squad over here I heard a while ago.
You get to a certain age, your son's your buddy. He's your friend. You do everything together. He looks up to you, and you think he's the greatest. And then he gets a little older. His voice gets a little deeper. Then he starts thinking, maybe Dad's not so cool. Even through those times when we didn't really talk much at all, we could always talk football. He was just starting his high school career and then going through the recruiting process. So we had a bridge, and that bridge was football. And that bridge was eventually built in college football. I'll never forget his first game where he got it on a road game against Dayton. It was his first ever collegiate game, and it turned out to be a 16-play, 85-yard touchdown drive. He set the block on the touchdown. He pulled and knocked the guy out of the line, and running back went right behind him. That was pretty good.
And I missed him every other time except for that bullet.
Fuck you. This is fucking bullshit.
An all-new season of Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Welcome to Fansville's 150th anniversary tailgate.
Go State.
He said State.
Somebody get him a Dr. Pepper.
Stat.
We got fans coming in. From Fan Arbor, East Fencing, Kansas City, Kansas.
There's a new grill master in town.
Go State.
Lacrosse?
It's the fastest growing sport in America.
Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville.
It's gonna be a big year.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Oh my fuck.
What's the
What
worst
fuck?
visitors' locker room you've ever been to? Mississippi State. Before the game, as we're coming in, I did a whole walkthrough. My heart swelled with pride because I knew that there may never be a better visitors' locker room than this one. Every wall was concrete, the floor was concrete, the ceiling was concrete, everything was concrete. There was no furniture, there was no benches, there was no lockers. However, on the wall, there were, and I counted them, there were 37 nails. In the middle of the locker room, there are 2 toilets right beside each other. And there's no seats on the toilets either. And then between the 2 toilets is 1 roll of toilet paper between the 2 of them. The ultimate touch of brilliance.
Well, I mean, I guess I gotta move to you anyway, but there's gonna be a really upset guy that should be in the back. Actually, he probably doesn't know where I am.
Single push. One by one, we find each other. We find ourselves. It's more than just about winning. What really drives us is the hunger to outdo ourselves, to never stop improving at the things we love. You see, we've all got something inside of us. Some just dare to awaken it.
Oh, it's just a dominant victory here for the Houston Outlaws.
Where the fuck?
I think I just shot a dead body.
It's more of like a very happy moment. I'm very happy about it because I've been waiting for this win, because much awaited win, and I finally did it.
Is PV Sindhu contemporary India's greatest sportsperson? It's a question that could stir up some debate. But with her latest badminton World Championship gold medal, achieved by thrashing Japan's Nozomi Okuhara 21-7, 21-7 in a little over half an hour, the scales have tilted in favour of the lanky girl from Hyderabad. And remember, she's all of 24. The Sindhu story begins in the genes, as her father Ramana and her mother Vijaya were both volleyball players. While Vijaya played up to the national level, Ramana won an Asian Games bronze with the Indian team in Seoul in 1986. Sindhu gets her height and athletic ability from her parents, but her badminton skills were honed at an early age by Pullela Gopichan, a champion player in his own playing days.
Going into the Olympic year with a win like this at the biggest tournament of the year is something which is really phenomenal. Not only is the victory and being the world champion, but the way in which she has done it is something which makes it such a pleasure.
Sindhu was to break into the top 20 of the women's singles rank.
Look at that no recoil on that fucking thing, man. I love it.
So how we doing, Jason? You feeling better now?
Hey, man, I'm feeling nice, bro. No, it's died down a little bit.
Next
I
time I
like
give
it,
you
bro.
permission
It's
to
fun.
just take a dump on me. Like, go against that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just start talking shit.
No.
Fix your add-ons now.
I don't have any.
I don't give a shit.
You know what? Let's just.
What was that guy's name?
I wasn't at your birth, cause your mother made me miss it. I tried to get it, I applied and they denied it, cause your mama told the police that I beat her. She was lying. And now I'm banned for something bad that I ain't even do. There's a lot of land and water separating me and you. You are far away in Australia and I am in America. So I cannot be there to do all of the things a parent does. This is my attempt at me raising you from a distance. You have Hobson in your blood. You are special and you are gifted. The punishment your mother is giving me doesn't seem fair. Just know I love you, son, and I'm wishing that I could be there. Our lives could have been so good, but mama had to fuck it all up. It's sad. And now your daddy doesn't fuck with your mama. Hell no. Nope. Daddy doesn't fuck with your mama. Now sing it with me, son. Our lives could have been so good, but mama had to fuck it all up. Yeah, that's it. And that's why daddy doesn't fuck with my mama. That's why what? No, daddy doesn't fuck with my mama. I know you and your mama staying with her parents, Bill and Kirsten. You're partially black. I'm confident they're feeling nervous. They don't like colored people. In their eyes, you're still a burden. They assume you're gonna grow up shooting guns and stealing purses. But that's not true. Son, don't be sad. I know you're not like that. You know I got your back. Listen, here's a funny joke that you can tell your grandmother. She looks like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. Oh, I forgot. You're too young to know what that is. But that's the kind of thing I like to say to plumpy fat chicks. The humps on mom's chest are not real. They're elastic. And if you look closely, you can see she's made of plastic. Like a toy. You're my boy, my son, my friend. I promise we gon' be together somehow in the end. I am very ashamed that you don't have my last name. Every night I go to bed and I'm feeling this wicked pain because our lives could have been so good, but mama had to fuck it all up. And now your daddy doesn't fuck with your mama. Hell no, no, daddy doesn't fuck with your mama. You know what time it is, son? Our lives could have been so good, but mama had to fuck it all up. That's right. And that's why daddy doesn't fuck with my mama. Daddy doesn't fuck with who? Daddy doesn't fuck with my mama. Currently my life has hit the floor. I can't lie to you, shit is hard. I should be building with the Lord. It could be what I'm missing. Or maybe I should continue to hurt your mama and diss her more, just to relieve the tension that sits in my heart, cause it is sore. When I'm spitting bars about all my cash and exquisite cars, this was all my vision and you were the one I did it for. My relationship with your mama is sitting in the morgue. After all this hell, I can't lie, I do what she did it for. Our lives are so unhappy cause this world is cold and nasty. Just know your daddy don't condone having a broken family. I'm so sad we couldn't issues, but you arrived, and now you have to suffer because mom and daddy have stupid lives. You're way too young to notice it. You don't deserve to go through this. If I do see your mom again, this time I will assault the bitch. At least then I feel like my banning was justified. Look at your mom and thank her for fucking up all our lives and sing. Our lives could have been so
Battle stat weapon skin? When the fuck is the... When the hell do you unlock the battle stat weapon skin?
No, daddy doesn't fuck with your mama. Where's my choir at? Our lives could have been so good, but mama had to fuck it all. Mama had to fuck it all. Daddy doesn't fuck with my mama. Daddy don't fuck with your mama. Daddy doesn't fuck with my mama. Oh son, I'm sorry I can't be there with you, but I'll be there soon. But daddy doesn't fuck with your mama. No, no, no. Daddy doesn't fuck with your mama. Just know that our lives
Battle stat bloody honeycomb AWM.
and that's why daddy doesn't fuck with my mama. Hell no. No, daddy doesn't fuck with my mama.
Is that the only one that gets fucking battle stat? AWM?
The MK.
So whenever I get it, I'm gonna have to like... The MK gets it?
The MK gets skin. I'm not sure which one.
No, I'm talking about the battle stat ones.
What's that?
Where it like has a just like stat track like from fucking CS:GO, like it'll tell you how many, like on the weapon whenever you like hold your whatever the fuck of your fucking D-pad to change the selective fire on it, whatever like button that is for you. No. Like whenever you use that to inspect your weapon, whenever like you look at it, there's gonna be like a little mechanical counter, kind of like miles on some of the older cars with like the mechanical mile counter, but it'll be there for kills.
I might say some stupid things tonight when you pick up this call. I've been hearing silence on the other side for way too long. I can taste it on my tongue. I can tell that something's wrong, but I guess it's just my life, and I can take it if I wanna, but I cannot hide in hills of California because these hills have eyes, and I got.
There was a fucking like a question here. He was like, you know, if they really want to make money, what they do is they don't like have these specific skins that are the only ones that have the weapon tracking. What you do is you just sell the weapon stat tracking itself as an attachment for whatever weapon or skin you want for $5. And you sell each individual weapon like that. So that's how you really make money. Bro, this new fucking A50 stand is like half the size of the other one. And the magnets are so much stronger where like if you pick up the headset too fast, it'll like lift up the sand a tiny bit. Down, back down.
So which one did you get, the full black one or the black and gray?
It's the full black one now. That's the new generation. I had the black and green.
The green or gray and black is old. That's why it's like the black one.
Yeah, the blue and black, the green and black. Those are green. I mean, they're still perfectly fucking fine, and the price got cut off by like $100. So like now it's the time to buy. But yeah. You were like, why the fuck are these so cheap now? Yeah, I mean, they're perfectly fine. Shit. I mean, if you buy like the fucking the A50 Gen 3 with like the green on them, I'd fucking ship you my noise canceling mod kit because I can't use it anymore. But I'm sure you can find your A40 and not spending an extra $200 on a headset that you don't need.
I still have a headset I need to get rid of. That's why I have the TRs and the Ray Ray.
This guy's in the left house, like my left, your right. And if you turn around and back towards me. And I don't have a gun. I'm dead. Shut up, shut up, shut up.
It's a fact that I've been ripping through 95% of cats on every track I deliver you. I'm a fucking independent business mogul. Shit'll take a decade to do what I did in total. Living mobile, touring all over the fucking map. And shit, now I call it wave and I'm never giving it back. That's a fact. I gave everything I had up to the game. I invested in myself with just $1 to my name. I've been up and I've been down, but still the energy the same.
Here, I'm walking outside, right?
Yeah, I do.
Make me change. A flame up in my spirit that be never going out. Did this shit off for respect. It was never about the clout. Was never about the fame. Honestly, you all can keep that. While I'm getting money with my motherfucking seat back. Bring the beat back. Yeah, it's been a long road with a lot of long nights. Been working my whole life.
Oh, he's scared of his fucking windows. They're in my house.
Welcome back. Oh, they're not in your house. Yeah, if you jump out in between them, you'll be fine. Go through the house.
I can't hear where they're at.
Yeah, put yours in. Push. You're right.
Run the car, right?
Yep. All the way around.
Well, we got 3 teams now. Can you fuck off? Dude, these own fucking people can't mind their own goddamn fucking business, and they always gotta fucking join in.
Yes, they do. Always gotta.
No, and then they'll just fucking camp there the whole game and fucking wait.
Gotta get those kills, bro.
But God forbid I know where the fuck he is and I'm not fighting with other people, then I'm not gonna get fucked.
Oh no, then he won't even shoot at you. That's how that is, man. People don't shoot at you unless they can fucking kill you.
Stay in your lane, yeah, we get a little homie, you can
some brain. Rapping about how you smoking weed like a chain, but I gotta be the one to throw the industry
You
shade.
collect
Told
your
you I've been
title
fed up being
reward.
bread up, you don't drop shit. Dropping so much fire, 2018 it's obnoxious. Put me on the 16, watch the numbers rise. Just went from the bubble to the topic. LOL, tell me that I lost it. Low key, love it when they talk shit. High key, working with the OGs. Same artist that I was always watching. Crazy, I be living out my dreams. Only 2 years ago I came up on the scene. Sleeping through the day, but I'm working like a fiend. Yeah, she need me when I'm here, and she need me when I leave. Like, they told me that like when I get cocky. Ain't it funny how they think they can stop me? Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. They tell me that like when I get cocky. Ain't it funny how they think they can stop me? Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. You cannot stop me. Ay. No more ballin' on a budget. Never been top 40, man, I'm underground. Right from the sunrise, finna blow up by the time that the sun goes down. Yeah, show you that I run it. Lately I've been on the low, we should make some ruckus. Yeah, old girls gonna want us, but I turn them all down. Hop the market like I'm sold out. Fans for my line, for my shows when it's cold out. Wish I knew then what I know now. Wouldn't have stress, wouldn't care about a view. Screwed up at 21, finna grow at 22. From a dollar in a dream, build that shit. Promise every single fantastic. Put the city on my back, at the type of flow that make the whole city do a backflip. They told me that like when I get cocky. Ain't it funny how they think they can stop me? Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. They told me that like when I get cocky. Ain't it funny how they think they can stop me? Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. You cannot stop me.
Oye, no puedo parar. Enemigos yo quiero matar. I hear all the bragging about money you grab. It look like no puedes pagar. Yeah, I see everybody wanna emulate. I'm living even women that I penetrate. I'm a degenerate, but look at what I generate. Never be taking a break till this millies when I end a chase. Venezuelan American loose cannon. Back home women be winning all of the beauty pageants. I can get it again, want it then you have it. After summer is finished, I need a new passport. New friends, new fashion, loose passes. For collect clothes, I got a few bags in. Now I live in LA, the view massive. And this year my taxes will hit a new bracket.
They told me that like when I get cocky. Ain't it funny how they think they can stop me? Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. They told me that like when I get cocky. Ain't it funny how they think they can stop me? Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. You cannot stop me.
White people hate me, they say that I'm using my privilege for evil, I get it, hey. Black people hate me, they say that I'm racist, my feelings don't match with their message, whoa. Feminists hate me because I believe that their movement is angry and sexist, woo. My girlfriend hates me and I don't know why, but I love her, whatever, get it. Gay people hate me just when I say something I feel like I say that it's gay. Straight people hate me for having the most of us, what they thinking that makes them afraid. And dumb people hate me for making the music, for painting the truth to expose all the ways.
You can do it. You can jump from the plane. I promise you, it won't hurt. Oh wow, there are. Oh god.
Hey, I think it's gonna hurt.
Are there?
What's this?
Nobody?
Did I jump out correctly? I gonna land before you? Where the fuck is everybody actually going?
Cam bang,
Nani?
bro.
Bro, they're all like, why is everybody coming? Nobody ever goes to the coast. Why is everybody going to the coast?
I love to go to Cam bang.
They were all like, oh, everybody just jumped out. They're all going to room. So let's all go over here. Oh, wait. Everybody had the same idea. I just died inside. I don't know if you heard that.
I started up the car. I did hear you dying a little bit inside, yeah. Yeah, stop.
Are you really
please,
driving over
please
here?
Stop. Pushing.
Where are they at? I don't even know where the
Building
fuck they're at. You're
southwest.
just gonna say pushing? Hold your fucking titties, sir. Let me get some fucking kill. Leave the other guy to me. Just tell me where he's at. You dick! I want the fucking kill too. I didn't even give him fucking shoot back. Where the hell's the other guy at?
He didn't have time to shoot back. The other guy had nothing. The other guy was like running for his life.
Where's the second guy that you killed? Oh, there he is.
One's by the wall, the other one's by a tree, but the one by the tree had absolutely nothing.
I noticed he had a level 1 backpack.
How high?
Oh, look at that, it's Andy.
There's a vector over here on the bell tower. For your boner.
Ow. Andy joined.
Bag. Yeah, he comes from a big gay town. Yeah. Yo, Geeky there.
I'm sneezing. Yeah. I'm allergic to faggots. We just do a party.
I always make songs about you. Is that fucking awesome?
Yeah, I seem to be allergic to your bullshit though. I started sneezing as soon as you joined.
Ha ha ha.
You're pushing people out on the coast. It's a little late.
But I really wanted to go.
How many people are there?
56.
Wow, that's crazy. I have 56 people might get left too.
No, you don't.
Yeah, dude.
Squad.
Yeah, I'm in one-man squad right now. Are you guys in Aaron Gale?
Getting his ass.
Yeah. I only play on
Why do I only ever get hit?
Wow, well, that's an instant.
Yeah, I know, I see him.
He has to push backwards for the res. So you know.
Oh, you fucking killed this guy?
I knocked his buddy, yes. So if he's gonna go for the res, he has to push backwards. But I'm almost dead. Might want to get a little more to your right. Maybe push back.
No, I hit him 3 times with the thing. How the fuck did you get the fucking Are you fucking kidding me?
Yo, did they like decrease the
No.
revive speed or something?
What they have done is that everybody and their fucking mom has mouse and keyboard now. There was some guy yesterday, Andy, you were in the fucking game. The guy with the fucking Groza that was hitting nothing but fucking headshots.
Oh, yeah. That show's insane. I don't know, dude, because I hit nothing but headshots with that GP. Man, I feel the same way. I think it's just that recoil, bro. It's like magnet to the fucking head or some shit. It's fucking crazy.
When you stick them pins in me, baby, I think I kinda like the injuries mixed with the misery, trickery, wizardry, and that bewitchery that you inflicted me with the black magic.
Oh, you guys go ahead and play one more time. I'm in a one-man squad. There's 40 people left. Unless you guys are down to wait and see a squad.
I might grab some food and fucking put my dog outside.
Alright, I'm gonna push that team then. You go do that, but push this team. Hopefully, I got squad right. But then, and I'll just kill myself.
This girl is bad for me, but naturally this what attracted me. We fought, I thought it was just a passing thing, but after weeks were passed, she got more attached. She's no longer looking at us as a fling. I seen it happening, but can't resist the bitch. Wanted to tell her it's over, but the minute that I get the nerve, she starts to strip again. It's like a waiting at a visit with a hypnotist. She used her lips to be manipulative. She told me I was enough. I told her, bitch, you wish, but truthfully, I'm becoming a bit obsessed. And it concerns me, I'm beginning to think.
What are you telling me? That the new fucking 840s right now are more expensive than 850s? Or I mean like the Gen 3s?
What are you talking about exactly? 840s and the Astro 40s and the Astro 50s?
Yeah, the newest like Astro 840s are 250, and then the Gen 3s were 300 until the brand new Gen 4s just now got marked down to 200.
That doesn't make any sense, huh? Those are the newer ones. I mean, you pay for what you get, right? Quality.
I mean, yeah, but the quality just got $100 off the price tag.
Some type of venom, check the toxicology. My curiosity is working constantly. She embodies the sirens from the Odyssey until I'm wobbly, losing my balance. And you cast another spell, and then it's happening and running through my body like a pathogen, and then I'm back again.
Wow, were you gonna buy some new headphones or something?
But no, I already have the new 850s.
I haven't found no free stage.
Look, summer day, Bobby and his girl would wake up every summer day. This boy and girl had nothing, they were runaways. So in love that now all they wanted was pain. And so it came. Never had a silver spoon present in the past. Now at last the spoon is present, and so the boy wet it. Told her bring him a slab, a cotton swab in the match. And told her one day to fly across the world and have a wedding. Like baby, I have a plan. Come with me to this place. Baby, give me your hand. Now flip it, give me your vein. Baby, take off your belt. We'll use it as a restraint. She sees that it starts to melt. He reaches inside a case. Fills the needle with fool. Flicks the needle with haste. Brings the needle to her. She is
My dog's fucking retarded.
the boy can tell that she's scared. He says, I love you, okay? Then shoves it into her arm and says,
He retarded because of you?
No, she's just fucking retarded. I'm not the one who got it. Like, he's just straight.
The odd dogs are retarded at some point.
The last dog was fucking smart as shit. Fucking learn how to open up the fucking fence gate to get outside of the yard.
Wait, hold up,
Like,
what do you mean?
well, I mean what?
How do you mean your last did you like die or something?
No, my fucking dad divorced my stepmother, and then she was like, I want the dog. Yeah, she took the dog. She's not a fucking dog. It's not. She was like, I want the kids, and I want the dog. You can have the house.
Oh man. Really?
She didn't even want the fucking house at all. Like, she
Your
didn't
dad got
the
lucky.
neighborhood.
Damn, she got to pick what she wanted? That's fucking crazy.
And then, what was it? Like, my fucking rat. My dad. And she was all like, how dare you, blah, 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 take his phone. And he's like, I'm the one who fucking pays for the phone. For the agreement, so I can take it. And out of spite, he fucking goes out and buys my sister fucking Jeep. She's not even 16 yet. Still fucking 15. Fucking talk way if she misbehaves.
She got paid. She got something out of their divorce. That's hilarious. Or he did. Wait, so you took the phones you said?
No, it doesn't matter. No, he like took it because my fucking. I mean, just as like a normal parent does. You fucking gonna be a dick, like get your phone taken away for a little bit, or whatever. It was just like he was grounded from his phone, and she like, she's I don't know, she fucking crazy.
She basically just she said fuck your lesson.
Yeah.
She said fuck your lesson and our kids' morals are gonna be fucked up after I do this.
I mean the little brothers already are, because she fucking babied him because he's her youngest.
I thought my little brother is, bro. That shit pisses me off.
the fuck are all the spoons? There's infinite forks and like no spoons that are clean.
Everybody know my face. Everybody know my name now. Had to keep my head up straight, no more dead weight.
Bomb, where'd you go? You just like super quiet.
Everybody know my face. Everybody know my name now. Had to keep my head up straight, no more dead weight.
Everybody speaks smart.
On my way down. 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 I've been on my way down. If you're looking for me, hit me on my PayPal. Same kid, same shit from the same town. Cock back, pull a trigger, click, bang, bow. Lately, I just feel like I'm the greatest. Feel like I just won $100 grand out in Vegas. Made a big name, now the big name's nameless. I carry.
Dude, how is it that the Blues one's moving like 90 miles per hour? This is insane.
Oh, what? Whenever it fucking zips past you, but it's like, hey, you're far from the safe zone. Bye.
Well, I'm in a vehicle and it passed me. I'm going like 90 in a vehicle and the fucking zone passed me.
Oh, dude, you're far as fuck. I mean, what is it?
Yeah, I thought you were like.
That makes no sense unless it's like the first phase.
No, bro, I am. I'm like phase 3, bro.
I don't know. You're being retarded or going sideways with it.
I was going long ways. I was all the way in Yaz, so it was like. What? No way!
And he got shot out of a car.
You want the cookies? Shit, I was only in one shot. Man, that's some stupid ass shit right there.
Where the fuck did the dog go? Fucking... Why are you by the gate? Get the...
I found out all it takes is time, so I did it all by myself. I'm staring at the bottom of that bottle I've been drinking since spring through winter in the autumn. Alcoholic getting started through the poems that I jotted, throwing dollars, celebrating the fact that now I got them. Who would have known? Turn a dream to reality, and now my shit's flames like the team out in Calgary. My money's right, but my choice is wrong. I get on stage and I rage till my voice is gone. Yeah. Everybody know my face. Everybody know my name now. Had to keep my head up straight, no more dead weight where I can't put my way down. Everybody know
Oh, you got the planks. Quick junk, cool.
Everybody know my name now. Had to keep my head up straight, no more dead weight where I can't put my way down. On 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 my way down. I don't really trust these dudes, and I won't ever trust these hoes. I already paid my dues, so I'ma get these bucks and go. I don't really trust these dudes, and I won't ever trust these hoes. I already paid my dues, so I'ma get these bucks and go. On my way down, on my way down, on my way down. Yeah, I've been on my way down. On my way down, on my way down, on my way down. Yeah, I've been on my way down. On my way down, on my way down, on my way down. All rise. It's my time, I thought they would have told you, whoa, whoa. Got the whole world in the back of the whip, and yelling, go, go. I won't stop until I die, yo, no.
This man said, you're unhealthy.
Yo, it's my time, I told you I could, now your boy really out here doing it. And I don't really care if you had other plans, I'm the type of man that'll run it. Told you I ain't playing when I come up in the game, I'ma bring my whole goddamn crew in it. If we see a loose snail hanging from your coffin, we the type to put a fucking screw on it. Bang! This for anybody that hated or overlooked me. Told me that I failed and tried to tell me I would be. Stuck up in the hood where all the killers and crooks be. All it ever did was motivate me and push me. Now I'm in the sky just dangling from a cloud, drawing on the sky for people that's looking up. All I'm trying to do is stop from looking down. Every time I do, I feel like I'm getting stuck. They walking up to me, they trying to give me the crown. They look into my eyes and tell me you one of us. So every time I turn around and face the crowd, I'm feeling like my time is now. It's my time, I thought they would've told you, oh, oh. Got the whole world in the back of the whip and they yelling, oh, oh. I won't stop until I die, oh no, oh no. Yo, it's my time, I told you I could, now your boy really out here doing it. And I don't really care if you had other plans, I'm the type of man that'll run it. Told you I ain't playing when I come up in the game, I'ma bring my whole goddamn crew in. If you see a loose nail hanging from your coffin, we the type to put a fucking screw in it. Bang. This for anybody that's trying to follow a dream. No holding back, you'll get it by any means. Idols on the wall, you cut out from magazines. Full of self-esteem, nobody can intervene. Ready for the shine, you never needed a shade. This is for the boss that never gave you a raise. This is for every time you ever tried to create. And no one understood, they never gave you a space. Looking up to me, they try to give you a crown. Look into your eyes and tell you one of us. Every time you turn around and face the crowd, be ready 'cause your time is now.
Let's go hot.
Yeah, my bad.
Of course I get headshot by an AK. Why wouldn't I get headshot by an AK? Because you're fucking hip firing, that's how.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how do you hit me behind the wall? I don't know, I didn't see my shoulder pick out that door.
How is that dude only half health? No vest on. That's retarded.
I figured it out. Your bullets don't count. Like, let's say you die, and your bullets are in the air, and then they get tagged up. They don't count as damage. It's just like they're blanks.
Let's hope filtrating doesn't happen. Otherwise, you know, people. If there's 3 people left and 2 people start fighting, they could both just kill each other, and the last guy for sitting still and doing nothing gets a win.
Oh shit. If you live in Texas, you can't send out nudes unless they're asked for. Or you can get a $500 fine.
What?
If you sent a dick pic to somebody, you could get a $500 fine if they were offended by it.
That sounds like a law against guys, because I don't think any guy's gonna report a female.
Right?
Well, no, check this out. Check this out. Aviator, you know Aviator. I just finished telling Aviator I changed my number because this one female kept sending me nudes. She kept blowing my shit up. Like, she was getting annoying with them, so I had to change my number. She wouldn't stop.
What he's saying, what he's really saying is he got a new phone, but he kept the other phone.
Whoa.
So you keep it away from the wife, yep.
But like, I was telling Aviator about it, and Aviator started cracking up. He's like, how did he even get to that point, bro? I'm like, I have no idea.
Because it's not, because it's rainy. Oh, he started getting, I don't know.
What's wrong with you, bro? That's just a joke.
I don't know.
It's nothing
It's
serious.
It's shit.
Bro, why we keep being Sandhog, bro? Fuck this map. Why are we playing the new map?
Because the salt mines.
The salt mines? What the fuck is that?
I don't know, that's just what I like to call
V2?
That's what I like to call damn tie. Or no, locked out one. Whatever the fuck that place does.
The bang?
No, it's fucking
Macaulay?
LAKA-WI.
Macaulay.
Where's Lacalle?
Eastern
It's all over on the
border.
right side.
Oh. You retarded? You can't read.
I'm pretty sure I'm dyslexic, I don't know. Just haven't been diagnosed.
As what?
97%.
You sound like my roommate. Diagnosing yourself and shit. Fucking doctor.
Might as well be. That's what you get for chasing me, bitch.
Stupid little kid.
Come on, that guy is trying to fucking
How the
gun.
fuck? How do you one hit me with a fucking micro UD with a headshot? Are you fucking serious?
The fucking beast, bro.
No, I can't even fucking one hit somebody with 9 mil or with fucking 5.56. You're gonna one hit me with fucking 9 mil and you just hit him in the head with a fucking Tommy gun and he won't die. Go fucking kill him.
What the fuck?
Die to your right.
Oh, you need help, bro? I got you.
That's not good. Maybe you should actually aim, Andy. I bullet.
I got
So you
one.
got
Shots, bro.
Sorry, bro.
I bet that's so. Oh, I hear it. Ah, too many gunshots. Get downstairs.
Bro, I hit him on the back.
And he's dead.
Retard. I didn't even get my kill for that dude that I down some booty. Put some air and go, bro. Shit, we would get chicken, no cat.
Yeah, I am the Alpha Omega, black flag swanger. Fuck a driveway, I'm in airplane hangars. Me and my gang popping champagne like players for all of them days with no lights and no cable. No one can save you, my city fatal. Make it up out of it, how can they hate you? CLEVLAND's the greatest. I like this bitch, I'll make it look like it's Vegas. We on, motherfucker, we on. The first one to blow since bone. Think of back when I had a backpack full of fat raps. Didn't no one wanna hear my song. Motherfucker, y'all wrong. Motherfucker, y'all wrong. Made it and I never left home. Where I'm from. from enemies, bust up they shells like King Cooper. Roll through these streets, come up down like Bermuda. I'm just a boy in the hood like I'm Cuba. So soon as I move that, I bought me a Ruger. You come to my house, you blow loud as a tuba. I bring your bitch in, she'll go down like a scuba. All of your shit's out of style like a scooter. Put all of your shits in the dish like a sewer. Make all of your bow like my name is Anubis. Talk out your medulla, get hit with bazookas. Bah! Bitch, I am the alpha, I am the omega. What? I am the alpha, I am the omega. I am the alpha, I am the omega. I am the alpha, I am the omega. If you ain't living your life, then you dead. And sleep is his cousin, so I shot my bed. Paranoia got me using these meds. Now I'm smoky as Chris on a Friday like Craig. Retract that statement, I'm stony as Fred. Evacuate when my homies get mad. You better pray to your God for a blessing before they make your roll look like Armageddon. Knew I was trouble since I was 11. Whipped up my jeans and I bought me a leather. My friends saw me as a king like Coretta. My dad saw a son as a nuisance, a rebel. And my music sound like the devil. Turn that shit off or get out of my temple. Right after that, he go back to his kettle, one vodka and drink it all up till he's mental. I have no issue, I am official. Let them come at me, I practice jujitsu. Only fear two things with 3 letters, dog. There's G-O-D, God, and my fucking initials. Doctors called up to the news to report to them what they discovered. Said I'm the first of a species that they call a real motherfucker. Kills. And I'm sorry if you get a lot of hits from all my followers. If you acknowledge us in any other way than positive, but you shouldn't be hollering and talking about Superman when you live in the metropolis. And if you follow astronomy, I'm a tourist. That means I don't give a fuck what you thought of me. I walk into it and you rapping like a lobotomy.
Fuck yeah. There you go, baby. Let's go, man. Military officer.
Alright. Yeah. I might see Apple. I don't know.
Hey, Yellow, you should stick close to us, bro.
Yeah. And you need to shut the fuck up about sticking close to people. You know, far away you were from every fucking game. The last time we were in Arendelle and Squad, you were like the fucking military while everybody else was in support.
What are you talking about, bro?
Exactly what I'm talking about.
You're delusional, buddy.
How many people we got?
You got your girlfriend. You got your grandma, your aunts, all your tias. Yo, I got a fucking random over here trying to fucking proclaim my shit. Satellite building 155. You about to take my shit. Ooh. I got an SK.
See, a couple weeks ago we was buds, and that crew that was killing shit was us. Till you turned on me, homie, that's fucked up. I ain't keeping this shit on the hush hush. On my chest, I just carry too much stuff. I done had it enough, it's enough, bro. Plus I needed something to
There's
get my buzz
2 helmet, 2 bag all around the ground floor if you still need it.
Quit your sleeping, I told you.
Yeah.
If I ain't had so much to lose, I swear to God, I'll probably beat up and choke you. Nigga, this is that raw shit, that organic flow you probably see up in Whole Foods. Shivering me different, something's fishy about you, Mr. D. Ritter. When I told you that I wanted you, why the fuck you going dancing there? I question you bad on my fucking
Dude, satellite building, I hit him twice. Inside satellite building.
Your Honor, I'm innocent. This nigga crazy. I'm telling all of my people. He taking all of my C-notes. See, he has a gambling issue. He takes the cash and blows it all like casinos. Damn.
Watch the front of the satellite building. I got the backside.
Oh, I see him.
Where is he? Is he outside? Yeah. Why didn't you make it there? No, don't.
I already fucking got him.
Whoa, I wanted to beat him up.
Need a 5.
Get the fuck out of here, guy. Fucking whore.
Whoa, what did I do?
Get my 7.
Oh, those were your 7?
I kinda killed the guy.
Oh, what? kill them?
Here, if you want some more too, I can send to you. They won't have any shell casings, so it'll just be the tip.
What are you talking about?
It might come in kind of hot, but I'm sure you can catch it. It might go through you though.
Oh, you need 7.6? I got you. I can return the favor.
I mean, you don't see it. That me giving out 7.6 is recipient dying. Hey, Bomb, you want this? Here.
What are you giving me?
Something to help out with your SK.
Try him again.
He's running, boy. He's running north.
Yeah, I told you it would help.
What are your fucking motives, gang? Let's talk about it.
In the building?
Our manager, our labor owner, our accountant.
There's like 3 people in that building.
Tricky. Something is fishy. We just don't even know. We go with the flow while you rowing the boat. You keeping it simple minded, cause you know when our only concern is just hoping we blow. So when all the money come in from our album and tours, you sit there and soak in the
Yo.
When did we ever
Hell
ask
yeah.
about the gross? When did we ever ask about the
Shut the
net?
fuck up,
You
it
would just
wasn't
hand us
even me,
money
you
from our
stupid
shows,
bitch.
cause you knew we wasn't questioning the checks. Nigga, I trusted you with my life. You up your percentage, so I'm making less? Fuck you, bitch. You get no respect. This is why Hopper's coming for your neck.
This fucking dyke over here is stealing
You don't
shit.
care about a fucking soul, though. You just fluctuate our dollars up and down at your convenience like a fucking pogo.
Yo, real, tell this man who took the 7.
Bunch of 7s right here.
Andy, you got 3 seconds.
I'm going solo.
Shut the fuck up. What the fuck, bro? That's why I can't fuck
Quit
with you.
taking all
You're
my
soft.
fucking ammo.
They weren't even
Because you
yours,
never
bro.
give
You're
me any
soft.
fucking ammo, you take it all.
You're a
Even
soft
when I
ass
fucking
nigga,
kill
bro.
the person, you still fucking kill him.
You're a soft ass nigga, bro.
You're being a fucking asshole about it.
You're a little bitch. I swear, bro, in person, I'd fuck you up, dog. You wouldn't be able to last, bro, in a real ring with a real nigga, bro. You're a soft ass
No,
nigga.
I'd probably just fucking
You're a
commit a mass shooting, to be honest.
You're a soft ass nigga, bro. I'd kill you with my fist, bro.
I'd probably just kill you with a gun.
Just know that, bro. You're a bitch ass nigga, bro. Like, let me just tell you something. Man to man, dog. You're not.
All I knew is if I kept saying I was gonna kill you, if you didn't drop it, you were gonna shoot me anyway, like you always try to do.
Bro, you're not a man, dog. I'll just tell, just straight up, a man telling you that you're not a
Hey,
man.
I don't really care.
You're a bitch.
You're the one who's dead right now. Because you
Yeah,
wanna be a bitch and take
but how did you kill
stuff
me
that's
though?
not you.
Like a little bitch.
I shot
bro.
you.
Like, you feel me?
Because
In the
you wouldn't
back.
give any
In the
fucking
back.
ammo.
In the back.
Oh yeah, like a fucking animal.
Like a bitch, bro.
Dog.
That's a lot,
Heek, I really hope you go to that fucking Pack South party, bro. I can fuck you up. You know? Tell you how
I don't
big of a
got any time
bitch
for
you are.
that.
Yeah, cause you're a bitch, nigga.
Everybody is not supposed to be in our life forever. If you don't get rid of
Like, you think
you
you're
ample
tough over a
warning.
video game. It's so funny, bro. You think you're tough over a fucking video game. Shit. Shit makes me cringe.
No, I just said I'm a little nerd. Doesn't matter. I gave you ample warning on what was gonna happen. You didn't want to listen.
No, you didn't, nigga. You're a little bitch.
Every time I've ever told you I'm gonna shoot you if you don't give me my fucking shit, I've shot you.
Nah, you haven't.
You'd think you'd learn by now.
You haven't. That's why, you fucking idiot.
I mean, I
And
couldn't
last
pick
time-
you up because
and
last time I
last
let you
time-
live, you kept shooting me until you thirsted me.
What are you talking about, you stupid
And then I had that
motherfucker? You
bulldog
mean,
kill
you
you.
mean last time I
That's a
let you
comp right
live?
here for sniping.
You're a stupid motherfucker. Last time I let you live, you're like, oh, how you gonna kill me? I'm healing on the other side of the wall. I jumped the wall and didn't kill you, bro. And then you shoot
Talking
me
about
after I was
that's
healing?
not last time. The last time you
After-
killed me and
after
the
I
bulldog
was
had to
healing?
kill you.
What are you talking about? I dropped Bulldog and I picked Bulldog up. That's how I know
Then he
you guys.
killed
You and Bulldog are both really bitches, bro. Because y'all hold.
You want to
grudges.
tell?
Y'all don't know-
I mean, I'll tell
y'all don't-
Bulldog you can call them a bitch,
Bro,
and that'll
I
be
don't
a
give a
real
fuck.
fun.
It's on my fucking broadcast, bro. It's on my broadcast. You think I give a fuck? I
Okay.
met these motherfuckers in person. I've met Bulldog in person, nigga. You think I'm scared, dog? I'm finna go to San Antonio again. I'll call these niggas bitches in the face. Nigga, I'm gay.
I'm in San Antonio right motherfucking now.
The fuck you mean?
What do you mean? I'm in the town. I am the town, bro.
Nigga, I go to San Antonio. I meet these niggas in person. I ain't no bitch, nigga. So fuck.
I mean, you're being a bitch right now.
Nah, nigga, I'm being fucking real, dog. It's just annoying when you playing with fake ass niggas, bro. I thought you were a real one, but you a bitch ass nigga, bro. That's why I'm pissed.
Bro, you took all my fucking ammo.
Nah, nigga.
Taking all the 7s.
I don't give a fuck. Are you fucking illiterate, nigga? Tell me you need some. Be like, hey, throw me
I did.
some 7s. I don't. No, you didn't. You kept
7
bitching like
times.
a little bitch, nigga. Men don't bitch. Men ask for shit. That's shit. And if they say no, it's a no. If they say yeah, then it's a go. Come on,
I mean,
man.
I'm not gonna ask for something like a guy, like a fucking man, if the person who I'm talking
What
to
you
is being a little kid about it.
What are you talking about, bro?
Only fucking children try to hoard shit from other people.
Stinky pussy, stinky, what we dropping?
From other people? Nah, nigga. That doesn't make any sense.
Who's it you as over here? The broken.
I'm just gonna tell you one thing.
Way over there.
Acting like that, bro, you're not gonna get laid, bro. That's probably why you're a virgin, dog.
He's really upset right now over a game.
Yeah, he's still going.
Nah, it's just, bro, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what? Like, come on.
No, I'm with you, bro. I find it stupid what just happened. I'm stupid what just happened. We're still talking about it.
Bro, because you don't know how many times I dropped ink and picked his ass up. Cause, like, that's why
No,
he
he
shot me in the
doesn't.
back. Cause I'm a
No,
better player.
he ends up killing me and thirsting me later in the round. He knows I'm gonna fucking kill him.
What are you talking about? When have I ever done that?
Every
One
single
occasion.
time that you've ever shot me, or if one of us has dropped the other person,
Stop
it
doing that.
always ends with one
Oh
of us
shit, bro,
killing
this
the
bitch is
other.
on me, haha.
Always. The game, before the game ends, either you or me. Fucking.
Down.
Like right there.
There's no guy. Yeah, I just got chased down.
The other one's gonna be in like the water. This one's right here. 340. Right here. Yeah. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Okay, whatever. Go get the other one. Oh, wrong button. I didn't mean to take the helmet. The helmet's over here on the side.
Oh, you're good.
I will, however,
I'm
do
gonna
that.
go take the other one. You take it all. Take it all. Let's go get the other one. Let's go.
I don't want to know. Take
Alright,
the fucking vest. It's already on the
I
ground.
already have a 3.
Over there to the left behind the compound.
An AUG.
They already hit it. Oh. I mean, if you don't want that one, I'll take the ammo. They're playing squads.
Isn't that right? You'll report your teammate to kill you.
Yeah, you can.
Fuck, is that you that threw the grenade?
Yeah. I killed the hoochie mother. There's a guy in the water area.
I was wondering, like, who the fuck else is shooting?
Yeah, that's what reminded me we were
There he is.
squad. No, that was him. The guy right here laying down.
Did you get him? Okay, good.
I don't know where they got stripes.
That's a cheese pad. That's nice. I'm kind of low on 5.
Got you on 5, bro. I got 3.
No, I'm getting. There's a guy on the bridge.
I know. I'm waiting for him to stop.
I didn't take the 8 by, it's still over there. 6 by here.
I got it.
I got a 4 by SLR that I use on SLR. You know where this guy's at on the bridge?
Yeah, I killed him.
Oh, okay. No, fuck that shit. Did I never get a bag?
Painkillers on this guy?
Bro, I swear to God, I fucking picked up a level 3. I'm I think I left my bag the other box.
Oh, give it to me with the M24, baby!
Hit both the people. Oh,
I just exploded the boat. Oh, look at that. Someone dropped a DP preparing to pick up my fucking.
Yo, that DP fire rate got increased, which is amazing. I love that.
They never buffed any of the AR.
Yes, they did.
Actually, I don't know about the DP.
They did buff
The
the AR.
DPs
They dropped them by
ARs.
a point, and then they dropped the 5.5. Most of the 5.5 weapons got dropped 2 points, and the barrel and I think the mutant got dropped a point.
Yeah, they all got nerfed.
But the fire rate went
Yeah,
up.
bro, ain't no fucking deal.
No, it's just a placebo effect. You think it did? I'm promising you, it didn't.
It did though. Like I can see it.
It didn't.
Like no, I can see it.
Yeah, it's your imagination. I'm telling you, it's like a placebo effect.
I know. Oh come on, it's not that.
It is.
Placebo effect is like when someone gives you a blank sheet of paper, like a little square, they're like, yeah, this is acid, and you take it, and in your head you're tripping balls because you're like, I just took acid, so it's all.
No,
in
I'm just
your
talking
head.
about you and Aviator were both agreeing that they were like, yeah, the fire rate increased, blah blah blah.
Aviator, what are you talking about? You mean everyone? Everyone was agreeing with you. Bro, you're delusional. I swear.
You two were the only ones talking about it.
I can't have a conversation.
You guys fucking crazy.
You're a compulsive liar.
Well then fucking leave.
It's like, whoa. And then you get mad because I call you out. I just said I can't. Why just us three though?
I never said that, Mo. Because I'm talking about that's when you guys got really into it. That happened later. I'm not talking about that part right now.
Is that you,
Yeah. Downstairs,
Everything will
buddy's
be okay
downstairs
tomorrow
outside.
after you get fucking high or whatever, and then you get on tomorrow. We can play through it.
Oh, I'm chilling already, bro.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah,
I got him.
blow my gilly, brother.
I'm chilling, bro. It's just I'm not cool with bitch niggas, bro. I didn't think you were bitch niggas. Like, damn, the nigga King is a bitch nigga.
I'm just saying, don't steal shit.
I'm sad.
Or I'll fucking kill you. That's
I'm sad that
basically
you're a
it.
bitch nigga, bro. I like you, but you're a bitch
No,
nigga.
I'm tired of getting fucking people trying to like take advantage of me being kind. So now I just fucking kill everybody that takes
you're not
shit from
kind,
me.
bro. You're a straight little bitch.
I said I'm tired of people trying to
There's a
think that I
difference
am.
between
So
being
now I'm
kind
not.
and being a little bitch.
You're not. I mean, obviously
what I
you're
mean?
too fucking retarded to listen to what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna stop
I'll
talking
let
about
you. I'll
it.
let you talk because I'm a.
No, it's already
over.
over.
Scholar.
Alright, it's already over.
Uh-huh.
You're a
Yes.
scholar.
Yes.
That's the funniest shit
Uh-huh.
I have ever heard.
Wait, that's hard. Let me get that.
Where's the boat at?
No You gotta help me.
How's it going, Bob?
You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm stopping.
Go. Stop!
Not in the fucking boat.
It's a fucking auto excel, bro.
Only a few guns got quick fire reach. Like the M4.
I think it's cool that you got like
boat,
bush, and I got one that's meant for grass.
Where?
Just let them pass unless you got like a suppressor.
He's like on the side of the street. He went all over.
Let them go. They can drive.
I got one.
Where he's at, ran across.
Yeah, guys,
Is that you
like,
on?
what the fuck?
Nah,
Shot me.
running into the building.
Tag one.
Keep driving that way. I hope they know there's no other way, like, onto land besides this one area. And that they have to land there.
It's two.
You should probably stop shooting. I mean, actually, then again, you fucking headshot one of them somehow. They do know this is the only way onto land,
Good
right?
shoot. Watch your left. Watch your left. Behind us. 205. 205. Oh,
Are they turning around yet?
Yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah, they.
Alright, we gotta go up.
They're,
We
like,
gotta go up this rock. Let's go. Can't believe I headshot that dude. They can get up right over there. Can't they? They can get up right here.
No.
Good
I
shit.
think they can get up right here.
fuck these guys, bro.
Or I can't even get up right here. Yeah, they can't get up over there. They can try. They might. Be,
I don't know what the new
New
grappling.
grappling
New grappling, you might be able to.
might be able to. They should be boosted.
I don't see him.
My bad, bro.
Man, that boy.
Oh, I see him. They're up on land already, bro. Hey, they're in front of us already.
What?
Hospital right now? I can't even get surgery, that's why. Somebody get surgery. Or like something happened.
Yeah, I don't know. He said
I
it's
see
something with his
one
heart.
man.
All I know is we gotta go, and we gotta go through the end.
How you
have a vehicle?
I only see one of them.
Shit, I know that, boy. I went to school, bro. Texas, we was chopped it up yesterday.
Wait.
I don't know where the one
Where are you
shooting
hitting
at
him
me
up
was.
from? His number?
Yeah,
only
we
saw
was
this
texting
guy over
yesterday,
here
but
in
I
the
saw him on Facebook. I saw him on Facebook today.
That's
He
the
said
guy.
he was in high school and shit.
Guy on the coastline.
I'm gonna hit
Oh,
him
where they are all coming
Yeah,
up.
hit me up. He was trying to sell his trucks and shit. And I was trying to buy a while back. So I'm trying to raise some money for a surgery and shit. Nah, like shit, bro. I'm trying to raise money to get to. Yeah, I'm
There's a
trying to raise
tank
money
over to
get
your left,
Colorado
heading
to
north.
get to these vascular doctors for that shit.
Where's Tim?
That was ass.
Nice.
I was trying to
I
like.
got the fucking big ass fucking leg, like, it was like on my knee. Like,
Only the gillies left.
Where's the Gilly?
He was right by the guy that is killed. He's over by 50. He's running towards
Yeah,
the field.
it's
Exciting by.
It's crazy because the surgery is like 11K.
Oh no, there he is. He's running in the field like a dumbass.
I'll make a
Oh,
call
yeah.
real quick.
Fuck you! You did it again.
That one was. I think I shot him at exactly that as you.
I hit him twice, and then you hit him like at the same time on a nice second bullet hit. Dude, how do you think they feel And now they're gonna spectate us and they're gonna make it's the same fucking people.
Alright, I'm up here, bro, because this is fucking killer. And you got a tank coming towards you.
Tank? What?
I'm not lying about that. I get up here on the
Bro, I hear that shit. What the fuck? I'm getting sniped at by a suppressor SLR. They all got out. It worked.
How did he not die from that?
He's definitely got hurt. Oh, he hit me in the face. Fuck your guys' tanks, bitch. Definitely duck down the creepy.
Knocked one.
I hit him in the face.
Knocked him.
There you
Other
go.
one's going back
That's
for the
guy
knock.
that I hit in the face. I see.
Can't get an arrow on him. Hit in the head.
Bro, the fucking fire. I can't see.
Yeah, that's smoke. I have to hit them when they come out from behind that tree, though. Good hit. Oh, I should have not.
Oh, I hit the guy that was
Behind us?
I think they're all dying.
Shoot another. Not sure where that guy is. Down low on the boat, possibly?
No, no. He said behind us. He didn't say in the fucking boat. Bleeding out. Bleeding out, bomb. Fighting people that turn fuck around, right? I got like no armor. I gotta go find some shit. I got no heals after this.
You have a guy up on land. One's really low, one's up high.
You said behind us, so I fucking went prone.
They're both down low.
Yeah, I didn't realize that after I got killed.
3 of them down here. I got
Why are
one
you
now.
still fighting? I said I have nothing. I have to go fucking get some armor and everything.
Pushing around to your right. Behind you, behind you, behind you! You're welcome. You got
Any
helmets,
best?
though.
Worse than mine? Nah, bro, it's like broken. But it's there.
Better than nothing, which is what I have.
Yeah. I have nothing. My vest got 2. Oh yeah, also I have no first aid.
Oh, fuck. I have no idea where that came from. Hang on, buddy. Hang on. That's the guy that shot me.
One guy left. I'm gonna. There you go.
Hang on, bud. What?
I got thirsty. You're going the wrong way. It's phase 6. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Just give me a second, buddy. I'll help you, alright?
All I have for heals is 2 energy drinks, but there's 3 people dead there.
Every time you put my shit on, beats I never miss on. When I'm dead and gone, just know these words are gonna live on. The same kid they picked on is now who they click on. So suck the same dick I told Ted Cruz to sit on. Long way. Ain't no doubt about it, I came a long way. saw them take the route, but I took the long way. Dancing to the beat of my own drum. I came along, I came along, I came along, I came along.
That's a fence.
Oops. Fuck, bro.
Bro, why the fuck are they spread out literally across the entire fucking zone?
Is that the last team or what?
There's 2 people here, so there's still 3 more people alive, like that guy. 1, 2. There he is.
Oh, yo, what up, Gabe? Wolfgang? I'm back, bro.
Already.
I just had a fucking... Yeah, little brothers, bro. I think they're hard shit, bro.
Yeah.
You better not get it twisted, nigga. For real, no doubt, no doubt. Big shit sick with thick bitch when I roll out. You better not get it twisted, nigga. For real, no doubt, no doubt. Respect my name.
I'm ready for me to do that.
Better not get it. I see myself as Bruce Banner. Some people say I'm
Wanna
a
play
loose
squads?
cannon. I
Wolfgang?
only came here to do damage.
Shit,
Not
I
21,
ain't
I'm
tripping.
just too savage.
Set that
Go
everybody
ahead,
up.
get you some new glasses. But I am unseeable, dude.
That's what I was asking
I
you,
will
if you're
applaud
down.
you if you manage.
Yeah, I'm down.
reside on a new planet. Nigga, my
But I
ego
gotta
is
warn you,
life.
bro.
This a nigga
We're gonna
all
play
right,
with
they
the
gonna
bitch
see
ass
no
nigga right now, though.
damn hot, why you so spiked?
Sure, you wanna do
You
that?
can say whatever you want.
Got him.
Are you?
Alright,
Alright, I'm accepting the invite right now.
Hey, bomb.
Alright.
That's just for the record. When I sent to you.
You're a fucking... You're a dumbass motherfucker. You sent it to me, you dumbass motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't.
What a dumbass! He's not like, watch Andy kill me. Motherfucker, you think I wanna waste my time?
Yeah, you do. It's
Bro,
gonna happen.
Bro, I don't waste my time, bro. Oh, you already joined? Hank, I'm not a little bitch like you. Unless you have something I want, I might just shoot you in the back of the head. Hey, Hank, let me tell you something, bro.
That's not what I
real
wanted.
men-
That's what I needed.
Listen, bro, real men don't hold grudges, bro. That's it.
Okay,
If you
so
hold
let's see, in
grudges,
this game,
you're
if
a
you
little
shoot me,
bitch.
and then if you do, that means you do hold grudges. Why the fuck does my grandmother keep calling me? Stop fucking calling.
Have you read
When he mixing a lot of hardcore revenge, a pitchfork and sends the misfortune wins. You could cop you a house up in Port Ranch and pull up on these hoes in the Porsche Benz. So many fake friends, I'm bored of friends. Life feels just like I'm bored in. Have I talked to the Lord? I sort of been. I've been battling with life in a tournament. Let me spit the facts, bitch, relax. I lit the match and built the shit from scratch. First empire, I built shit from scratch. Had bad splits like my lip would chap. Back in high school, not many kids could rap. But I engineered the ass just for cash. Niggas couldn't see what my head was at. My living room where I pressed the plaque. So
He better ain't.
shit. Hell no, when my grandma calls, she can make me that shit. I don't give a fuck. Get your Christian shit out of here. I swear, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm like, that's because like I told her I was atheist and she freaked out.
Well, no shit.
She was all like, "Ay, Dios mío, ¿cómo puede ser?" I was like, nah. She be sending me like Christian memes and shit.
Get saved by Jesus. Jesus saved lives.
And then my dad's Christian too, so like he's always like, just listen to your grandma, listen to what she got to say, and I'm just like, alright, out of respect I do, but like it's just so much bullshit.
Tell me once, and then if I don't choose to do that.
Yo, where are we? This is cool. Erangel map. No.
What's that warehouse?
You see? Yeah, me neither. Look at this little map right here.
A little plane above you, bro? Oh, that's
no, like this map right here. Did you get on?
Yeah.
Did you see it? How much you want to bet? There's like secret places. I bet you there's a secret.
I heard there are Misty up here. They have a house with a basement.
Oh, they all do. I feel like even how you just gotta know which one. It's weird.
So we still dropping
Yeah.
tickets?
Nah, I think we should go to military base.
I agree.
This shit is stupid.
I'm looking for a vehicle. That was so funny. He sent me a message. I think he sent it to a real.
Trying to talk shit. Yeah.
Funny. That shit's hilarious.
My defense, it definitely showed his profile picture and his name.
No way! Hey, that's rule number one, bro. You gotta double check shit, bro. Cause if you're texting a side bitch and
I don't
your
really
girlfriend's
care.
next to you, and you're texting your girlfriend, you would have been fucked, nigga.
Oh,
It would have been no way.
Stuck you on the side of your face, bro. You would
So how many times did that happen?
bro. Fucking caught you with a left hook.
Oh, it
left
happened
hook
to you
in your
once?
jaw. You'd be like, oh
Yeah.
shit, what the fuck
It
was
was
that
fucked
for?
up. It happened to me once, and you know what I did, Heat? I did some G shit, bro. Deny. Bitch is still with me.
It wasn't me. Shaggy.
Bitch is still with me. You feel me? I was like, I don't know, that wasn't me. It's your fucking phone. What do you mean it wasn't you? It wasn't me. I don't know. It wasn't me.
Y'all boys
wasn't.
got a car.
My homeboy borrowed my phone.
Yeah, I got a car. I'll pick
you know, and he must have
I'm
texted me a
feeling
bit.
there.
and
I'm
she
hot,
had
bro.
stopped.
I'm hot.
Is that your excuse?
Damn, how did you guys land already?
I didn't land. I'm about to. I'm gonna be on the base more than likely, right there on the street.
There was an enemy vehicle heading your guys' way.
There's an enemy already in the base.
Yeah, no.
Enemies in the base.
Green parachute. He's in the apartment area.
Yeah, you guys missed the multi-camo parachute also.
I see you have
Oh, behind the scenes. Oh, I'm not gonna make that sense.
You have fun. I ain't stopping.
Who major is making it to the room.
Oh, yes, that's nice.
Yo, I like how you kill it.
Yeah.
You got guys.
Hey, Wolfgang, there's a guy down that hallway that has nothing. He just dropped in one of the windows.
Saw it.
Dude, 3 mini 14s.
Got anyone over there by you, high?
Nah, I'm fucking living lavish.
Bro,
Got
how's
3.
there no fucking guns in here?
3 for 3. Level 2 vest though. Level 2. Man, this is telling him too.
Hey, you're not gonna believe this. There was 2 VSSs.
Your VSS, okay?
Not on this map.
Did you take all my shit upstairs?
Yeah. There's
You go
a
upstairs
2 helmet and a 2 vest on you.
Where? Up or down?
On the steps
Completely
for
different
the
place.
helmet. All the way up top is the vest.
Oh yeah. Who wants an SLR with the cheek pad?
Me.
Fuck you. You can't have it.
Oh, bitches hold grudges. Remember? Yeah.
What do you mean? How's that a grudge?
That's exactly what that is.
Bro, it's a fucking man gun, fool. I'm not gonna be a pussy ass nigga, bro. Come on. Let's be real.
No grudges. Yes.
Somebody's taking
So
shots
that
on
means
me?
you're the bitch now.
Bro, why, bro, it's just a joke.
I don't think
pick
so.
it up. I can't carry 3 guns.
You're not close to him, it was far.
Pink, why you being so soft now, bro?
I'm not. What do you mean? Jesus
I
fucking
always talk
Christ.
shit. You're acting like I'm talking shit personally.
No, I just stopped taking shit.
So you stopped taking it up the ass?
And then there he goes again.
Just to fuck with you. That's why.
Yeah, you wonder why I killed you.
Bro, what do you mean, bro? That's okay. Why'd you kill me? For talking shit, or for taking your ammo? You see, you don't even know why you killed me, bro.
For the ammo.
So why are you saying that? Why are you killing me? For talking shit? You see, you make no sense, bro.
I don't know. You sound really confused right now.
Because you make no sense. Jesus fuck, King.
I'm just sorry if you don't.
Yo, what up? I'm right here, my kid. You didn't get rid of him a little more.
That's right, just here for the light. Fuck around here for the night. On the road to success, never been to the right. Here for the fight. Everybody here, alright. Shout out to Juice and Mojo for show though. Go to this verse.
Nah, I finally got one. I was like, damn.
Bitch, I'm too alive. Never talk about suicide. We talk about both of the doors on my new ride. Remember to wake up the boss. Yeah, we be lost, and that should be do or die. Right now it's you and I. L-O-G-I-C-I. No I. Get down, bow down to the man with the crown. This joint for the fans in the stands with their hands in the air, wave left to right. For the kings and the queens in the penthouse suites, living lavish lives. This joint for the fans in the stands with their hands in the air, wave left to right. For the kings and the queens in the penthouse suites, living lavish lives. Lavish, caviar with a bad bitch. Chevis out the chalice, show my people round my palace. Yeah, we lavish, caviar with a bad bitch. Balance in my talents, my black card ain't maxing. I got caviar by the boatload, fellatio by the throat load. I'm living the shit that you dreaming about, and I won't go back to the old school. These old hoes seen old hoes. They old news, my rollie got a rollie. I'm double timing these old dudes. Ride around with a bad broad in a fast car with a top back. Fast lane like NASCAR. Champagne, I pop that. Bought a black car with a black card. Don't act hard, you not that. Got a Jaguar for the side chick. Now she give me that Bobcat. I'm all that in a bag of lace.
I need some type of optic for fucking sniping.
I cop a feel like David Blaine. It's magic, no hat trick. I mask emotion like
Maybe I'll just take
masquerade on
this
an escapade up in the Escalade. When I drop this track, I'ma escalade. This joint for the fans in the stands with their hands in the air, wave left to right. For the kings and the queens in the penthouse suites, living lavish lives. This joint for the fans in the stands with their hands in the air, wave left to right. For the kings and the queens in the penthouse suites, living lavish lives. Lavish, caviar with a bad bitch. Chevis out the chalice, show my people round my palace. Yeah, we lavish, caviar with a bad bitch. Balance in my talents, my black card ain't maxing.
EQ for AR, anybody need it?
EQ? What's that? What's the EQ?
I can take.
And it
And then quick.
Oh, no.
Bars, mad bars, raise the bar twice. The bars are on me all night. If they wanna go bar for bar, we can do it on site. I'm a beast.
I need an EQ for SMG if you want it.
Everyone got an opinion, but they won't fuck up. Can do a fucking handstand, still got no leg up. So go ahead, talk your shit, yo. Come on, get tough. I'll Instagram a dick pic. You could all get fucked. I'm still as sick as a malaria patient. I'm very impatient. Climbing up the stairs to the basement. No hibernation, yo. This bear is awakened and half the game softer than what Ben and Jerry are making. I'm a transcendentalist with literary arrangement. Vocabulary's like a dictionary replacement.
Self-loading
What are those bunkers over there?
Shit, I'll get that when we drive it down the street right here if you want me to. Shit. Good shot. No, that's not down. Fucking wall, too, is in front of me. It's a barrel or some shit.
Hey, by the way, there are still people on the island. Come down here in the circle.
We was trying to get on, so I put the pen to my dome. Wrote the realest shit in my life, then I put it all in a poem. Critics said that I was crazy. Now everybody right their ass home. They saying, who that there? Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, everywhere we go. They saying, who that there? Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, everywhere we go. It's me. Never talking about no Molly or a rap to get a hottie on my body like a Gotti on tour. Another Kelly, but I wrote this in the lobby. People ask me who I am. I just get it as a copy like, take that shit and go.
What the fuck was that? Are you gonna...
Almost dead. Driver's almost dead.
Oh shit.
Are you gonna...
Bro, I was like, alright, we're right here. Cool, I can get my glasses real fast.
You gonna shoot him?
With your body, genius.
What? I see somebody infinitely just fucking picking shit. sure the driver was almost dead, so I just fucking hopped in my shit and made him
I hit him with
me.
a car 9 and I
And
didn't
then
hit him
he
with
fucking
anything other.
died upon impact with my car. And he
Son of
fell
a
out.
bitch. Remember, I tried to get my glasses, bro. That's some bullshit. Come back, motherfuckers shooting at me in the street.
Hey, how high? Just so you know, I'm not Hank.
Oh, yeah,
Hey Andy, quit being a fucking faggot.
Making sure you knew I wasn't Hank, you know?
That was my fault. There's no way I could do it. Oh my gosh, good to be
All they have. No, I gotta. Yeah, I didn't know where the other two were. I didn't realize how they
Now the
were.
UMP-45 and 7.62 on me. I haven't played this game in for fucking ever though, so
Yo, my bad, yo.
How's your vehicle over here? Got up? Got someone lurking in my cat.
Yeah. Let's fucking go. Push, 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 push. I got the DP. Want me to go first?
I have a vector.
Hell yeah. I think DP's better.
Not close quarters.
What? You want to test it out, buddy? No, I'm just kidding. So, you should stay here. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? What? Fucking roadblock. You know what? Roadblock. Yeah. There's a radio in this business.
When I warn you, filling up my bag, I came to empty your stash spot. Put the key in the padlock. You got 5 minutes and that clock's ticking. Don't be I'm not really in the mood, cause I came here to take everything, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. No fucks, no, I won't lose. Can't fuck with them, my intuition is from a third eye view. Don't feel the same, my feelings change. My adversaries gon' feel the pain when they hear my name when I
I sound like a zombie back there.
Okay, kind of is.
I know, I need to take a dump.
Way worse than my problem.
I know, bro. Like, fucking, you know what a turtleneck is?
I know what
Feel that
prairie
shit.
dogging is, yeah. Clappity clap clap, I don't see nobody.
Maybe you're like...
I see smoke. I just don't see people.
250. Yeah, it's by the smoke over there. They're like more to the right of the building. They're like behind that fucking garage. Shit, I'm gonna get popped in the head. I need to be a real sniper and snipe from inside the building. Right.
Right in the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get used to that.
Get used to what?
Terrible.
Fall to the right side, but many of these buildings are over here by the vehicle.
Really up on the hill. Guys on our side,
shit.
100 meters to our west.
Okay. Let's hit this house. I'm going inside the building here.
I think I'm a role model to anyone who asks. Teacher think I'm cheating. And I'm really kicking ass. Mommy think I'm baby and I really need a nap. Grandma think I'm a good boy and I'm witty when I rap, but she don't know what the fuck I'm saying. She can hear me, I'm too fast, and if she found out what I was saying, she would whip me on my ass and she would probably fall to the ground with a mini heart attack. Fans think I'm talented and nifty with the craft. Haters think I'm corny and I'm cringy and I'm trash. People think I'm selfish and I'm stingy with the cash. I think they don't like me, they
Those
kiss me
people
on
from
my
the
ass.
west side,
Sister think I'm preoccupied, she
they're
miss me way
probably
too
gonna
bad,
be
but she
pushing.
don't wanna give me a call cause I'm too busy doing raps, doing tracks, doing shows, doing shows, doing back, doing this, doing that, doing great, doing bad. Hey, tell 'em I get the remedy in a post. I just told 'em I had a better breathe in the ocean. I be swimming through with the melody in a float. When I pull up, I'll let the enemy
Right
Don't
there,
shoot
car.
the ghillie.
What kind of fucking scope was that on your fucking vector?
It was the 4x and I wasn't
Is that a
prepared
4
for it.
times?
Yeah.
Who the fuck puts a 4x on a vector? I was like, okay, he's got this. You zoom in, and your fucking scope just goes 50 miles past his player.
That thing jumped on me like, oh. I wasn't expecting that. It had a virtual fun like that.
Haha, you can take a shit or what?
All of y'all softer than a Tootsie Roll. If that costs a pretty penny, my shit gon' be beautiful. I'ma do it all alone, but if I hit the jackpot, I'ma thank God. Like, hallelujah, ho. Yeah, hallelujah, ho. I just hit the jackpot. Hallelujah, ho. I was always yelling and sucking on a titty as a 2-year-old.
Hey Hank, I'm gonna pink kill you. But not next game. Not the next game after that either. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe next month. Maybe.
Y'all sweeter than a sweet potato. I know they depressed like every time I see a hater.
Maybe next week. Or maybe in 5 days. I might not ever kill you. I might just be lying. But just know that one day I'm gonna team kill you.
Y'all softer than a chia pet, pussy like a cheetah girl. I hope you don't
Right?
be a mess. I hope you won't be a mess. I know that you see him next. I know that you dream about me. Wonder if you pee a bed. Wonder when I'm gonna put my feet up on your seat and desk. Wanna kick me out? Now that ain't the way to treat a guest. I am not an old head. I am not a new head. I am just a cold red. Cold red.
First entry for Psychology 101.
I just saw the funniest fucking meme.
My game crashed.
Yo.
What?
Yo, I saw this meme, right? It's like police hate the no snitch rule in the hood, but they have the same exact rule in their organization. Damn. You know how cops don't turn other cops?
My game crashed.
Yes, it did. It did crash.
But,
Not in
you guys just play it out. I'm just gonna fucking throw my shit.
Hell yeah. Game without a bitch is dumb.
I hope Lazy Duck.
Where we going, guys? Where we going, fellas?
Shit, let me know I'm going for real.
Ah, so we're military again. Did pretty good.
I accidentally jumped like super fucking early. Fuck it.
Oh, what a dumbass. Wow.
That's not how you talk to your friends.
Fuck are you doing over by the goddamn fence?
Oh, and the mountain made me pull my shoe.
I gotta go run up a fucking check of the year right now, guys. So I gotta start hop off after this.
I'm surrounded.
Go to refine.
No fucking guns in this whole entire building. How can this be? How is this even allowed?
I agree. Oh, I didn't realize we lost team.
Oh yeah, bro. This was a no bitch nigga game right here. He got kicked out because he was a bitch nigga.
You can go watch the stream, Hank. If you want to join in on all that.
Backseat driver, ho. Get the fuck in the back.
Okay. He didn't hear any of that. How often? Anyways, we should totally.
I know, right?
What? What'd you say? You talking shit?
Oh shit.
Hey, I got two on this.
Yeah.
Oh, third one.
Danny Wee Wee just says how high.
Who's that?
I told you in here that
Danny Wee Wee.
That motherfucker was sitting in the corner, bro.
Bro, they're all
He's sitting in
hurt,
a
bro. Say, they don't have health, bro. I shot all three of them, dog. Multiple times. Upper
That's
body.
crazy.
Two upstairs, one outside.
Oh, I busted a rib.
Oh damn, how you doing? You doing too, buddy? Hey, buddy. Oh my goodness, I kissed me. I shot him.
Where did you die at? C-block?
I died out. I died outside the building.
Dumbass.
If they really want to smoke, I'll take some shots on the law, take some shots on the next. I just heard that shit, yeah, the album rips. Labels about to tell me how to 50 million independent.
Wow, you are a bitch ass. Look at you. Stealing fucking kills. Fucking pussy.
Yeah, I know, baby, I got what you need. You just gotta figure out what you gon' offer me. Traveling so much.
Bitch ass. Not a fucking ammo. Oh, you're terrible. Fucking terrible.
Expectations make it toxic, and I like my women freaky. They could join her, they could watch it. I got stacks up in my pocket. Remember, it was change. I've been placing bets where the rest are placing blame. Got an app for private jets just in case I need a plane. And a lawyer riding with us if we need something explained. I keep them on retainer, homie. We don't do no legal fees. I don't do the build a body. She with me, then she unique. People riding with me, cause to win you gonna need a team. If you out here messing up my energy, then leave me be.
Next, I just heard that shit, yeah, the album rips. Labels bout to tell me how they gonna make me rich. 50 million the penny, they ain't touching it. Yeah, they ain't touching it. Next, I just heard that shit, yeah, the album rips. Labels bout to tell me how they gonna make me rich. 50 million the penny, they ain't touching it.
Baby, I've been speaking my mind since Ocarina of Time. Dropped on Nintendo 64 but steadily on my grind. I've been building my kingdom a couple G's at a time, until I cop a villa sitting on the beach with a dime. Sour D and some wine, that's when my living is right. Until then, get up out my way or you'll be dinner tonight. There were days I wanted to quit and live a simpler life, but then that beat in my head bangs and I pick up that mic. Yeah, I represent for that nerd life, and I've been a monster, you heard right. When the moon's out, I'm a werewolf, so you better go get them searchlights. Got a mean bark and a firm bite and a weed sparking like air night. I've been on my mission, so now I am taking a title like it is my birthright. I deserve my time with that fucking rock to go juggernaut. Flip it up a notch, I got no brakes and I'm running stops, so get out my way or get fucking squashed. I'm a grown man with a cup of scotch, puffing pot, the southern rock with a hippie chick that fucks a lot. And loving's what I got, what I got. See, I got the sauce, motherfucker. I ain't perfect, but I work with my flaws, motherfucker. I'm a king up in the world full of pawn motherfuckers. An artist to the end, Bob Ross, motherfucker. I'm just warming up and they label me a veteran. Rookie of the year. When I started, I was peddling these CDs out my trunk. Speakers louder than an elephant. It's been a long time, long time. Okay, I'm just warming up and they label me a veteran. Rookie of the year. When I started, I was peddling these CDs out my trunk. Speakers louder than an elephant. It's been a long time, it's been a long time coming. I'm a mix of Ferris Bueller with a little Gary Cooper as I'm researching conspiracy theories on my computer. Glasses on like Uncle Junior. Drop a shit for my consumers with a cougar who could tutor on Kama Sutra maneuvers. Fuck the rumors, I'm a superhuman. Music spewing better. Megazord assembling Timberlands and a leather. I'm colder than the set of the Revenant. When I get it in, settle in. Perfect specimen, let me in. 2009 and I'm still that shit. Get on stage and I kill that shit. If you're a little bit literate, literally you can feel that shit. And that's brick by brick, no manual, no plan at all. I had to build that shit.
My bad.
But I'm an animal, I can stand tall, and I did that shit. On top, like ball spots, make jaws drop, no bad business. Got the formula in my palm wide. You think I'm cheating on math quizzes? In that crosswalk, on my dogs barking at mad bitches. To my heart stock, got no soft spot for these rap critics. I'm back in it, and I still got my entree coming. Young baller, I Connecticut like Andre Drummond. Feel that typhoon coming when that white dude dunking. Guarantee you might lose something. I'm just warming up and they label me a veteran. Rookie of the year. When I started, I was peddling these CDs out my trunk. Speakers louder than an elephant. It's been a long time, long time. Okay, I'm just warming up and they label me a veteran. Rookie of the year. When I started, I was peddling these CDs out my trunk. Speakers louder than an elephant. It's been a long time, it's been a long time. I'm just warming up and they label me a veteran. Rookie of the year. When I started, I was peddling these CDs out my trunk. Speakers louder than an elephant. Yeah.
Nigga, what the fuck? What the fuck? Homie, I made you rich, paid your rent, damn right. Biting the hand that was feeding you, this shit don't make any sense. Nigga, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know this is that real shit. How you gon' forget who built this? Huh? I'm the one who made the company all the millions. Now you got problems to deal with. Man, this is tough luck. See, a couple weeks ago we was buzzed, and that crew that was killing shit was us. Till you turned on me, homie, that's fucked up. I ain't keeping this shit on the hush hush. On my chest, I just carry too much stuff. I done had it, enough is enough, bro. Plus I needed something to get my buzz up.
We got that vehicle right below us. Grab it.
Grab it and pick me up. Waiting on you.
I just got the bro.
It's a fucking treat. How the hell did you get a U.S. stuck on a tree?
I ghosted it against the tree.
Oh, I did that too. I got stuck against a branch too, like the dumbest shit ever.
You're gonna get stuck like next like a fucking cat inside of a tree. Hey Andy, wanna go pick up Wolfgang?
I'm still in the air. Still in the air.
You gonna pick me up though, bro?
No man, way the fuck up.
You know I'm not Hank.
Shut the fuck up. You know what? Maybe he can all shoot you.
Well, I just figured he went to pick you up. So I just wanted to know.
I already told you, it's not, how's that a grudge, bro? Like, I found out you're a bitch ass nigga. Like, what do you want me to do about that? I can't change it. How's that holding a grudge? That's how you act.
It's exactly because you were talking. Because obviously it's because of something I did, so you're holding a grudge.
That's not a grudge, it's your actions, bro.
Like
holding a grudge?
No.
A grudge is like one revenge, and you hold it. You're like,
obviously,
yeah, I'm gonna hold it.
I mean,
How's
that's
that?
what you're trying to do.
I don't want revenge, bro. I could have killed you when you were
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, Andy.
Alright, delusional. It makes you feel better.
I mean, it's whatever makes you feel better. That's the whole point of the grudge.
Okay, delusional.
Hey, Andy.
Y'all are some girls.
Never help you sleep at night.
Does it make you feel
I mean,
better?
I don't care. He just keeps doing things because he acts like a fucking female and wants to hold shit against people.
What are you talking about, bro?
I mean, you kind of murdered him for some ammo.
I mean, he's kind of murdered me more than I murdered him, to be honest. He just didn't
I'm
know
talking
that part.
about this situation right here.
I'm talking about every situation that's ever happened.
Quit being a little bitch and be a man, bro. You act like
and
a
then
little
he brings
bitch,
it
and
up.
a grown man
But
doesn't
yet,
like fucking with a
he
bitch, bro.
tries to
Shit.
instigate more stuff because he's still upset about other times when I've killed him. Because he can't get over it. And then he just starts more situations, and then he thinks I still kill him for other parts.
You talk a lot.
All the
think
little
about it
shit
way
that he
more
does.
than it is.
I mean, I'm not even
it is.
talking to you, to be honest, so I don't even know why you're coming in here.
So I can so you can get your facts straight, so you don't sound like a delusional bitch.
I mean, you sound like the delusional bitch that has to like butt into stuff just so they can make other people get their facts straight. And I mean, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. See, that's all you wanted to hear, but
everything else will be better.
See, I just manipulated you.
You physically can't manipulate.
Money.
That was mental manipulation?
Money? No, he can't. There's only one person who's caught me manipulating other people, and that's just because he has like the same mindset as me, and it was pretty dope.
I guess. You met another
We became
faggot?
friends.
Just go to fucking...
No, it was another
Just
guy in
go
the
to-
army.
Just go to a gay club.
Who also
Fucking
hates me.
ridiculous, bro.
You need to
I
get the
found
fuck
another-
out of my building.
I found another dude that has the same mindset as me. We like men. Yeah.
Andy, you want this DP?
Nah, I'm good, bro. Thanks.
There's 120 rounds with it, 3 times.
It's tempting, but I kind of want to run the M4 this round.
I'll take it. Oh wait, I already got one. Never mind.
Did anybody use the scavenging already?
Yes. Get upstairs yet, Bob?
And I hit 6 times.
Go get him.
Anybody need 5-5?
Go get him.
180 rounds I believe.
I swear to God.
Ooh, can I have that A-bomb?
Go get him.
I'll give you the SLR if I can have A-bomb.
Oh, what? Are you talking about me? On my fucking...
Yeah, you were talking to your
Yes.
dog.
I need the 3x though. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Give me that. Yes.
Ooh, don't take any of that.
Look at all those bullets. Taking the Jeep.
Yo, I need that 6 times.
You got any ammo you can spare?
Oh
Oh,
my
there's tons
god.
of 7s in there.
What?
Oh. Yeah, here.
Wow. Wow. Hank,
There we go.
I'm proud of you,
We
bro.
just traded guns.
I'm proud of you, Hank.
Oh,
Well, I
there's
mean,
a-
I expect you to kill
Hey,
you
Hank,
first.
Hank,
See,
if
this
you
is what he
need
tries
rounds,
to do.
There's ammo right here on top of that building on a DP.
Well, what do you mean? I'm not trying
Alright,
to do
what time
anything.
y'all
I'm just
wanna,
proud of you. You
burn
didn't
out?
kill your teammate for it, you know?
I don't have any issues with Bomb.
I'm ready to.
We're both respectful to each other.
Oh yeah, you guys touched.
Oh, that's it.
He doesn't shoot me.
Have.
You know, let me in.
You want to take it?
hit him.
I'm out of gas.
Trying to point a gun at me, bro?
No, I'm pointing it at your motorcycle. You gonna drive?
I thought he was out of gas. I thought Rich was out of gas.
No, I never said that. I got it. Wait. What happened?
It's obvious what happened. You already know
Get
what
in, so I don't have to. Are we really gonna get that petty right now?
Yeah, just kick him from the party.
I feel so good right now. Don't tell me you're mad, Hank. There's no way you're mad, bro.
You just confirmed that yourself that you're a bitch because only bitches hold grudges, remember?
I just mind fucked you, bro.
Hey, Bomb, can you do me a favor and kick him from the party?
Yeah, Bon, just kick me.
He's gonna shoot you anyway.
No, I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm not gonna shoot you. Wow.
No, I'm just gonna kill you every game you play.
Bro, I just need to
It doesn't matter. You're dying every game you play with me. It doesn't matter.
Instagram, my hand shit hot, don't take no photos. I'm in a drop with the AC off. Got a cougar on my line trying to taste this sauce. It's 8-1. I just get it how I'm living.
Oh shit. Oh no, this is I know you're not talking.
I am talking better than you're obviously not. You can shoot somebody in a car. Not trying to You really are, though.
Definitely.
Oh, you're leaving.
It makes you feel better. I mean, these two gentlemen can recall when I said I gotta go to run up a check, And I'm like, this would be a perfect time to kill my bitch. You haven't read The Art of War, have you? I gave you a hint too. I even told you. I even asked you if you read the book, The Art of War. You know, the element of surprise, and I hit you, with
didn't
it, bro.
say shit.
I even gave you a clue, bro.
You
Damn,
didn't
you
say
a dumb
anything about the Art of War.
I didn't? I asked you like
You didn't. You didn't.
And I gave you
shot
two
me in
clues.
the back. No, you just shot me in the back. Inside the car.
Bro, you should have known, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro?
No, I mean,
you're not a
you just
strategist.
thought you just
for
weren't
letting
a
your guard down.
dumbass bitch, but apparently you are. I mean, in your own words you are too, because you held a grudge.
Nah, it's not even. It's not even.
You said that you did, something, I don't know. You got separated.
Now you don't get the deal because he's getting res. You got greedy.